I'm going to press the start streaming button now. So we're probably going live in a few seconds. Okay, so I'll wait for someone to say, "Hey, they're on, they're live," and I'll adjust my mic while I'm waiting for that to happen. I won't become rich from this channel. No one watches this unless they're down and outs, or unless they're chads who want to, flex on us. All right, so I think
exactly. And YouTube's not going to support content that doesn't go against their agenda, right?
Right. Okay, we're live. So let's do this straight away. No messing around. Let's get into this. Hey, welcome. It's Looks Live and we're back. Welcome. It's a Saturday night in your prime. I don't know how you ended up here, but thanks for joining us. Part 1 will be uploaded. Abacaxi will be uploaded soon. So anyway, yeah, thank you. Welcome. This is Looks Live. It's a Saturday night in your prime. And you ended up here.
It only gets worse.
Hopefully you have a Looks Maxing plan up your sleeve, because if not, from here it can only get worse, right? It's Looks Live. I'm Face. Let me just get into the housekeeping straight away, because I say it every time. I say this is gonna be a quick stream. I say it every time, but this time I mean it. Like communism. This time it will be different, right? So what attracts women 6 is getting ever closer. My laptop is dying, so I need to get it out the way. I'm getting ever closer to making What Attracts Women 6. It is the most comprehensive. It will be, when it's released, the most comprehensive video on male eye aesthetics ever. It will be. Trust me. If you can point to a video that is more comprehensive about male eye aesthetics made before when I release this video, you can come on the show, or I don't know, I owe you money, because this hasn't. I'm using as sources various sources, basically. So and my own information and my own knowledge and everything, so my own analysis. So it's really comprehensive, it's really deep. So I don't think you will see anything like it anywhere else, unless they copy it, or unless they know me, like I guess maybe if we used to speak on the old website PUA Hate. But anyway, so that's coming. What else? I have bought a new PC. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. But it hasn't arrived yet. Oops, that's the wrong button. It hasn't arrived yet. So it's being built. It's a Ryzen 7 32 gigabyte RAM. It's like it's so powerful. When it comes, it may bend me over and take advantage of me. It's that powerful. So it's gonna be a serious beast of a PC, So but it's being built right now. So you just have to wait.
In China.
Yeah, wherever. I have no idea.
By Chinese incels.
Yeah, exactly. By Chinese incels that jump out of the building and they fall onto the net, and they spring back up into the building, and they can't die. A trampoline outside the building. They spring back up into the building. So yeah, they can't die. They have to build my PC. I'm sorry.
The immortal.
I'm sorry. Yeah, exactly. I'm sorry, Ching Shui. You have to build my PC. So anyway, yeah, that's coming. What else? Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Let me introduce the first. Let me introduce the guests before I get into things. Oh, okay. So many. So much housekeeping. What? Yeah. All right. Okay. Let me go with this. I apologize for last week, where I exported videos at a higher resolution. Thank you, Hannah. I see you. I exported the video at a higher resolution than my internet connection can handle, right? So we will be covering some old ground today, but with a fresher outlook, with the benefit of a week's worth of mine is going to be a Ryzen 360. I think it's a 3600 as well, so 3600 whatever. So PC is going to be a beast. We're going to cover some old ground, but with a fresher perspective. And I know I'm not drunk. I realized one of my mistakes last week was exporting a video. I'm not drunk. Exporting a video at too high a resolution, and then when I played it on stream, it was at too high a resolution. So I'm hoping that was the problem, because that's what I think I solved this week. So we'll try it today. We'll try and see how well my connection can handle video. We'll see how it goes. But yeah. Anyway, quick stream today, 2 hours, I hope. Famous last words. But anyway, what I will do is introduce the first guest. So the guests are, which I didn't fix this. Okay, the guests are Nick, first guest. Nick, do you want to introduce yourself, and why did you want to come on this stream?
Look, I'm Aussie Incel. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, man, you sound like you're on AM radio. What happened? Your connection was good before. Like, what happened?
Yeah. I don't know. Let me just see.
Oops, that's my fault. I do want you to talk to me, though. But, I don't know what happened to your connection. All right, he's fixing his connection. Our second guest is PukaBot. Or is it PukaBot? PukaBot. Yeah, PukaBot.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah.
You can just call me Pook.
Pook. Okay, Pook. Hey, welcome to the show. Why did you want to come on?
I wanted to come on because I wanted to share and embrace the agony of the black pill and let us revel in its beauty and the experiences.
Yes, it's so beautiful. Yeah. Okay. And but what else? Sorry, I interrupted.
Basically, the experiences that the black pill has to offer are good to share with one another, and to really embrace the feelings of misery, I suppose, because it feels good to know that you're not alone.
Yeah.
And it feels good to know that you have people who actually understand what you're going through. And I wanted to come on to share those feelings and to feel like I'm part of something greater, not just alone in this misery.
Okay. It's a shame that Nick had to probably reboot or something. I'm not sure what happened, but I'm sure he'll come along in a few seconds. While we're waiting for him, let me just share an experience with me of mine. So we have two guests from Australia, by the way. So that's interesting. Anyway. Go ahead.
We're actually both Russian heritage as well.
Yeah, amazing. I think Nick is back. I really would like for Nick to be... He can't get back on the call. Let me just see if I can add Nick back. So let's say... I'm going to try and add Nick back. Okay, this is embarrassing. I'm such a boomer. Like, when I know how to do things, I'm good. But, like, it's the second that something steps out of my field of expertise, I'm like an old cell. Okay, he's back. He did it. It wasn't my fault, ladies and gentlemen. Nick is back.
All
Nick?
right, I'm back. Okay.
All right, and
Can you
you're in
guys hear me
FM
properly?
stereo now. You're in FM stereo.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, man.
Alright,
I don't know why you went on to AM radio, but you're back.
Okay, I'm back. I'm back now.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, so...
Yeah, why did you want to join the stream?
Yeah, no, I just want to join the stream just to, discuss, my experiences, what I've faced as, in terms of my looks, my whole life, and just talk about the black pill, just discuss black pill topics and, just see what other people have to say as well, get some other callers on and just see, if everyone's experiences are the same as mine and just get some perspective.
Okay.
Really.
All right. Someone said... I was grasping for the right term. Someone said comfort zone. Yeah, when something is outside of my comfort zone. Okay, so let me just go into my experience, an experience that happened to me in the last 2 weeks. So, okay, I know what femcells are about. Femcells are supposed to be the equivalent of incels, supposed to be the equivalent of male involuntary celibates. So they think men, everything that you've seen, like evolutionary biology, Tinder, dating apps, social media, women being hypergamous, there's a good argument for men being involuntary celibate today. But women think they can be involuntarily celibate too, based on nothing. Like there's no societal shift that is causing them to be incel or involuntary celibate. They just copy us. So anyway, femcells are a thing. They think they exist, but most of them have boyfriends or reject guys. Anyway, I've spoken to so many femcells, and I get along individually. I get along with femcells. That's the annoying thing. Femcells, like as a group, hate me. They want me dead, like every other breathing female. But when I speak to femcells individually, I get along with them on Discord. We speak, whatever. Then when I show them my facial picture, they somehow realize that they don't like my personality. They somehow they realize it took my picture for them to realize that I had a bad personality. And it's just the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. I get it, So I've exhausted that kind of hope that femcells, women hate me, but maybe femcells might like me. No, I've exhausted that. It's garbage. All women are the same. So anyway, I spoke to this guy who said that there is a femcell who likes me. Okay, that YouTube status. Yeah, I spoke to a guy that said a femcell likes me, and he said he said that he's even showed her any picture of me that exists, so that to rule out her flaking on me, blocking me like every other femcell. And she still wanted to speak to me, he said. So anyway, he gave me her Discord account. And long story short, I got speaking to her, and she was like, "Oh my gosh, I'm speaking to Face. I've wanted to speak to you for a long time," and that was refreshing to hear. Bearing in mind, she's seen my picture before I had surgery, when I looked like at my very worst, and she was still speaking to me. She still added me, so that was positive. But then, after she said hello, the conversation dried up again, like normal, like clockwork.
Yeah,
it dried up. And the thing is, when it dried up, and she's she spent 3 days, 4 days not speaking to me, and then she spoke to me again, and she said, "Oh, sorry, I've been away, I've been busy." And I know that's just BS. When women are on social media like all the time, no woman is too busy to speak to a guy they're attracted to. If a woman says she's too busy to speak 100%. To you, that just means she doesn't like you. So it's
Yeah,
garbage.
exactly.
I know women.
Yeah, she's not too busy for
Delay.
Chad. She's too
Thank
busy
you.
for you, but she's not too busy for Chad, right?
Thank you. So I knew it. Like I wasn't even angry at her because I've had that experience so many times. I was angry at myself for even giving it a chance. Like my friend 5'4", like I've spoken to him so many times, like in real life, and I'm like, oh, in my head, I'm like, 5'4", dude, you are too negative. Like, you need to open yourself
Yeah,
up. Like,
yeah.
I'm like, you need to open yourself up, because there is that one girl who may like you, and you're going to be too closed to her because of your experiences with other girls, that you will miss that one opportunity. Like, you need to open yourself up, man. You're too negative. 5'4", man. You're wrong, man. 5'4", you are wrong. You're wrong. You're too negative. And then I
think
speak to women. Sorry, let me just finish my point. You speak to women, and I'm like, well, in my case, I speak to women, and 5'4" is actually right. I wish 5'4" wasn't right, but every woman is the same. Okay, I'm done.
Yeah, no. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. No, I have a similar experience. Like, like maybe I'll get a match on Tinder, and then maybe she'll reply to me and we'll be talking a bit, and I'll be like, maybe this is different. Maybe it'll actually work, but it's just me coping. It's just me,
Mm-hmm.
wanting to, believe that it's actually possible, right?
Yeah.
But in reality, yeah, they're all the fucking same. These fem cells, they're not actually incel. They're just can't get Chad. So
Yeah.
it's like, oh, I haven't been able to get a Chad for 6 months. I'm a femcel. Like that. No, it doesn't work that way. It's not what it is, right?
Mm.
So because they will willingly reject guys on their looks level. Like they
Yeah.
will willingly reject guys on their looks level and then call themselves like femcel, but they're not femcel because they're rejecting. They're volcel.
Yeah.
doesn't that just make you flip out, like mentally? Like how on earth can someone be so arrogant to say that? Like, dude, you have no idea what the experiences are of an incel. You cannot relate to that in any way. And for women to reject dudes on their looks level and then just say, you know what, I'm just gonna wait for Chad and I'm identify as femcel until I get Chad. That's just so much arrogance. It should be making your blood boil. It's unbelievable.
Definitely.
And I actually had a similar
Yeah. Go ahead.
I had a similar experience to what you guys had with a girl messaging me, because I used to write poems for like I suppose, quite high traffic website,
Mm-hmm.
and because of the status, a girl wrote to me, and she assumed that all my poems, like, because I imagined having a girlfriend and like imaginary relationships and all this kind of stuff, and I wrote
Sorry.
poems
Let me just interrupt.
about love and romance.
Sorry. Let me just interrupt. You imagined that you had a relationship for the purpose of writing these poems.
Yeah, I wrote
Okay. All right.
hypothetical poems from the context of a relationship and loving a woman, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I thought I did a pretty good job of creating like a convincing poem or whatever. And I like a lot of people went onto this website, right? And this one girl has just assumed that that I must be a Chad because I write such amazing poetry or whatever. She said, and she started messaging me. And long story short, like we started texting for I suppose a few weeks, and then she just decided to start sexting me out of nowhere. Like she hasn't even seen my picture or doesn't know what I look like, but she just started
Oh.
sending me sexual messages. And
Okay.
then
Mm-hmm.
after this, she
Mm-hmm.
decided that she wants to see a picture of me, and I sent
Oh.
her a picture,
You
and
know
she
where
just
this is
blocked
going.
me.
You know where this is going.
But the thing is that I had that kind of status that she just assumed that, okay, I can sex this guy. He's probably a Chad.
Can
And
someone
then
said, can you
after
speak a bit
this,
louder? Can you, or get closer to your mic?
is this better?
Yes, a bit louder. Yeah.
After we had like a whole sexting session. She's like, okay, can I actually see a picture? I sent her a picture, and then she goes, oh yeah, sorry, okay, and she just blocks me. She like just blocks me straight away, and I was like, I expected it, but a small part of me was like, maybe this girl is different. Maybe
Yeah.
this girl will give me a chance, but no, she blocked me straight away, and that feeling of talking to a girl and getting blocked is the most gut wrenching feeling. but you do get addicted to that pain, you know? It becomes a feeling of like, I want to do this. I want to get
Really?
rejected again, just so I know that I'm right, you know?
What?
What? Why
Wait,
would you want
what?
to?
Wait.
You lost us both. You want that feeling?
Well,
What?
I mean, I don't want it, but I also do. I like the confirmation of knowing that this girl is going to reject me, and she did because I'm right. It's because of my looks, you know. This is like
Okay.
because of everybody telling me, no, 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 it's not to do with your looks. Like, and then when I get rejected, then I know that it is my looks because like I do everything right. And then when a girl sees a picture of me, she just blocks me straight away, which is
I can
yeah,
I
the
can
usual
understand
experience.
you. I can understand you wanting confirmation or seeking confirmation of something you know, but I can't understand you wanting rejection. That sounds really strange to me. Nick,
Sorry, I
are you on the
misspoke. I
same?
meant to say
Oh, okay.
I want to be. I want
Wait.
to have confirmation that I'm right,
Oh, okay. All right. That makes
and
sense.
that's a good feeling
Right.
having it confirmed.
Yeah.
Right. No, I just wanted to say, yeah, Face, you talk about, these people when you talk to these boys online and they're like,
Yeah.
oh, I like your personality, this and that. So, I mean, your personality is intrinsically linked to your face. Like your
Yep.
face is your personality. Your looks are your personality. Because when I've done so much Chad fishing online, it's not funny. Like I've
Mm.
done Chad fishing with so many different accounts, and I will speak how I normally like would text, like
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
my normal account, and women just love it. They're like, they
Yes.
eat it up. They're like, oh, you're so interesting. I want to get to know you more. Blah blah blah. Right, and then I do that on my normal account with my
Yeah.
like 4 matches or whatever the fuck I have. No response. So
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
it's so it's staring them in the face, but people just don't want to believe the truth, right?
But people, the red pillars will say, yeah, Tinder is about looks, but when it comes to real life, women are different. And I'm like,
Tinder is
no,
real life.
yes,
Like
yeah,
Women can be influenced by words. Yeah, yeah, right.
yeah,
Okay, buddy.
yeah, exactly. So, they believe that women's behavior is 100% different on Tinder than in real life. So a woman will have
And
a,
you know what?
yeah,
yeah, garbage, bullshit.
You know what sucks to hear
yeah, it's completely wrong.
is what when you just hear that from red pillars that women are influenced by how you make them feel.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what gets a woman aroused. How you make them feel.
How your face, all right,
Yeah,
how your
yeah. But
face makes them feel, yeah.
yeah, exactly right. Because the way the conversation goes is dictated by how the woman is receptive to you. So if the woman is giving you like positive energy and the conversation is flowing, then
Yeah,
yeah, it's going to go well. But she's only going to give you that. She's only going to open up the conversation to you if she's physically attracted to you. If she's not
that's it.
physically attracted to you, doesn't matter what you say.
Exactly. All right, let me just move on to our first subject or first piece of, I don't know, first piece of
Prob-
reason why we should mourn our lives. The subject is women, apex, and equality fallacy. So this is a screenshot from Twitter. This is from Emma. I'm probably going to have to censor it because YouTube will say I'm allowing her to be victimized by showing her name. But anyway, Emma says, how are people still virgins by like 16 when literally all you do as a teenager is fook? So this is what women believe. Women, okay, on two fronts. Women look at the apex. Women are victims, I guess, or subject to, I should say, not victims. They are subject to the apex fallacy, where women are looking at the chads they're banging, and they think all men have the same access to women like the
Yes.
chads they're banging do. They can't. Women don't have the ability to divide things up logically and think, well, I'm banging this guy only because he's good looking, and the guy who I'm rejecting, he gets rejected by all women. Women can't think that the guy that they're rejecting is being rejected by all women because all women think the same. They think that they're rejecting this guy, but some other girl will date him, not factoring in that all women or most women have the same taste. So there's that front. Women believe in the apex fallacy or subject to it, but also women think this is a term that I made up. There may be a better term for it. There may be a more accurate term, more scientific term for it, but I've called it the equality fallacy, where because women have so much intimacy, so much smashing, so much P and V, so much, intimacy. I don't know how to say fun times, sensual fun
Bible
times.
Studies.
So much fun times. They think all men are having the same experience as they are. They think it's general. They think I'll just finish this. They think that the experience they have of going to a nightclub, getting slain by one guy, then going on Tinder, getting slain by another guy, having a 4-month relationship with this guy, then getting slain by this random guy, then having a one-night stand with that guy, and then a BJ behind Burger King with this guy. They think all men are having the same experience. They don't understand.
They can't see that it's different for other men. So they only see the men that they fuck. They don't. It's like we're invisible to women.
Yeah.
And I think the point that you need to also realize is that, the point you need to realize is that women think that men, even if they're not having those kinds of experiences, they believe that at least they have access to them if they want.
Yes.
And they just think it's the man's fault for not doing it and being lazy. That's the first point.
Amazing.
And the second point is they believe that all women would probably, another woman will probably be attracted to this guy. It's just a coincidence that I'm not, because it's my personal taste.
There is a super chat incoming, so get ready. Get ready. A super chat is incoming. £25 dollars incoming. I think it gets read out. Let me just wait for it to get read out. Here it comes. Thank you.
I have your Discord added. How do I call in? Have many years experience in a dry spell.
Okay, my Discord number and name is FACEandLMS #3804. It's scrolling across the screen right now. It's in the description of this video. I say it all the time. FACEandLMS #3804. If you could let me know that you donated. I'll find out who you were who donated. So let me just go and find out who you were. I'll refresh my screen and find out who you were, and then I'll look out for you on Discord, and you can let me know so I can match up who you are on Facebook with who you are on T Basis. Your name is. All right. So if your name is T Basis on Discord, or if you're on I need to match up who you are on the two different platforms. Then I can So let me add. Someone is called Give Up on Life. I'll add him. I don't know who that is. So if your name is T Basis, in a message to me on Discord, let me know, and hopefully I can get to you. All right. So Pook, I feel like I interrupted you. Yeah, I interrupted one of you anyway. Go ahead, someone speak.
I was just gonna say that women only see chads and chad lights. They don't see sub 5 out of 10 women sub 5 out of 10 men don't exist to women.
Yeah.
It's like they see what Chad is doing. They see that Chad is banging Stacey's, banging Becky's, and they extrapolate that to all men.
Yes.
So they will see Chad getting numbers and getting interest from women, and then they will say things like, men have it so easy now.
Yes.
Oh, it's easy for men, right? Or they don't need to put on makeup. They just roll out of bed and get laid. Chad, not us, right?
Exactly.
So they don't have the ability to see, anything less than, I would say, Chad lied. It just doesn't exist to them. So, yeah, and that's why they write stupid shit like this.
But can you imagine? All right, so this Emma girl who said, by like 16, when literally all you do is a teenager is snoo. So that's what she's giving us a clue as to that's all she did when she was 16. So can you imagine her lay count by the time? So you think, oh man, I'm 30 years old, I'm 35, I'm 40. I met this girl. I've been incel all my life, but I met this girl and she's special. She's the one who will date me and accept my flaws and my looks and my height. This is her lay count from like 16. She's been banging guys. I brought this up in I brought this up in a recent live stream. I called it no poker, no pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, where there is no pot of gold. Even if you do get to the end of the rainbow and you do find this magical mythical woman, like she's like been ridden, she's been, you know, I'm trying to filter my words, but she's been like DP'd. She's had threesomes.
Deflowered.
She's been more than deflowered. She's been dug
destroyed.
up. She's been like reforested. She's yeah.
She's been brutalized.
Brutalized. All right.
She's been, yeah.
All right. Shall I take a call? Let me take a caller and
T-basis.
Yeah, I'm looking for T-Basis, but I don't know where he is. So T-Basis, can you make it known? Oh, this is T-Basis. Okay, let me get him on straight away. Yeah, TFX, his name is here. All right, so let me add him right now. Excuse the boomer moment while I add him. And here he is, added to the call. So T-Basis, talk to me.
Talk to me.
Hello.
Hey, how are you? You made it.
How's it going, Face? How are you?
I'm alive. How are you?
Yeah, still breathing. I guess better than I deserve.
No, I didn't. It's over. It's over for breathing cells. So how? Yeah. So how?
All right.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Listen. Okay, listen. I'm in my 40s. All right. I'm not gonna be one of these 17, 18, even 20, 23-year-olds that's like, I'm an incel. It's way too early for that. Seriously, because you end up your life changes a lot over the years, especially over the decades.
Yeah.
So you really can't predict where you're going to be, say, 20 years from now.
Yeah.
Okay, so you may be an incel at 18, an incel at 22, an incel at 28, but things. I'm trying to say this to cope. Things can change at 40. You know, it's
Okay.
a lot of it's listen. A lot of it's a waiting game. I mean, it sucks because
Waiting
you really
game.
never can tell how many years you're gonna have to wait before you actually meet that one person or anybody that will give you the time of day.
Okay.
Now, I like to call myself a born again incel because I have been with people like earlier in my life, but that was a really long time ago.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you
But
like
then all
40
of a
on
sudden,
the? Are you 40 on the dot, or are you 40s?
no. I'm in my 40s.
In your 40s. Okay.
Yes, I'm in my
Right.
40s. Okay. So
In New York.
yeah, New York. But so you can tell by my accent.
Yeah.
So from that experience alone, I can tell you how the date, and you guys discussed this to death over and over again. The dating and courtship rituals of our society have completely deteriorated through the floor.
Yeah.
Completely deteriorated over the years, and I've watched and bore witness to this year after year, and it's gotten nothing but worse. Okay, so early in my life, back to my original, but early in my life, I were with a few people, albeit very few.
Okay.
I'm this is why I'm telling you
This
that
is
I'm in my
before
dry spell
Tinder.
now.
Before Tinder or recently? Are you good
No,
looking? Are you tall? Are you
I
white? You sound
I
white.
try. First of all, 5'5", with barefoot. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm biracial. I'm half Asian, half white. So you have a short Asian guy. So that is the deadly. That's the double whammy right there. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So already I'm working with a lot of disadvantages.
All right.
Do you have a small eggplant as well?
You know what? Listen. I'm half Italian, so it evens out. So
Okay.
I don't think that it works that way. I don't think it
no, it
evens out. I
doesn't.
think it just whatever. If you have if you have genetics that are big eggplants and small eggplants, I think you just get the middle. You don't. It doesn't even out nicely. Like it doesn't. It doesn't even out. Just means the middle of the road, right?
Right. Well, but that's kind of irrelevant because if you can't even get a phone number, they're not going to even stick around to see what your eggplant is.
Yeah.
You know.
Unless
Yeah, they
unless you have
don't.
a
Yeah, they don't
reputation.
care.
That's
It doesn't. It doesn't matter. If it's not attached to a good face and good height, doesn't matter
Right.
how endowed you are. It's not going to
Okay,
help
so
you.
what are we
Right.
doing wrong? What are we doing wrong?
I don't think you're doing anything
existing.
wrong. But the thing is, I'm trying to figure out what your end state is because it's great that you guys get together and because all of us have for years felt very isolated and that nobody's listening
Yeah,
and that there's nobody you could turn to because most people don't get it. They just don't. Even your friends and family, they
yeah,
don't get it, and they
exactly.
never
And
will.
Yeah, that's
And
accuse
true.
you of being wrong as well.
Yeah,
right, and they will totally make up every. I've heard every excuse under the sun why my reasons are delusional
yeah.
or wrong or it's just I mean fill in the blank. Fill in the blank.
Okay, so describe a
So
interaction. Pardon me. Describe an interaction that worked, like where it led to
and,
that eggplant getting into a flower. How did your how
well
did it go?
well
Like, did the woman
here's the
see
thing.
you? Like, did you feel like you were? Did you feel like it was
Here
a
this
pity? Did you feel like it was a was she drunk and didn't call you back, or was it like
Oh, I
how did it
can
go?
give you a myriad of experiences, but for some reason, well, I guess it's because of obvious reasons, but
Hmm?
if I am to get a second look from any woman, any, it is usually someone that is, I guess, lack of a better terms, a dumpster fire.
Okay,
It is
yeah.
somebody that and I
At
wouldn't
least you're
say
honest.
ugly.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say she's like I wouldn't run away screaming from her. Okay, but she's not exactly attracting a lot of guys, at least not that I know of. She has a shit life. Oh, sorry, my French.
Yeah. Okay.
A crap life. She's broke.
Oh wow.
Um,
So we.
she's a single mother.
Oh yes, that makes sense.
Okay,
So you're
Oh
saying
yeah,
that.
right.
yeah.
So you're saying that when
Um,
you're saying that when you see a girl who's attracted to you, your first response is
exactly
okay.
because there's some underlying reason. I mean, she's desperate for a reason.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So I may get to, and I don't think is I don't know this until I actually get to know them. You have to actually sit down and have a conversation. I don't have a crystal ball that tells me, oh, this person's a dumpster fire.
Hmm.
Um, so I have to sit down and get into a conversation, maybe have coffee with them or whatever, text them over time, and then they start to reveal the dirty secret.
Okay. So
Okay,
this is like
and then
guys in your
Yeah,
20s,
yeah.
guys in your 20s, like this is the best you can get because this guy is speaking from his like years of experience. Your experience in
Yeah, because
2020 is going to be worse than his. He's speaking from like the 2000s, 2010s. Your experience
easily
in the
into the
2020s.
90s.
He's speaking into the 90s exactly. So your experience is going to be way worse than his. So single moms, like no, you're going to be dating a woman who's dating other women, other men. You're going to be dating a woman who has a various diseases. I'm not going to say diseases
Right. Well,
up her flower.
you're just coming in a
Yeah.
little broken face. That's all.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. So yeah, you continue. We have to keep moving, but finish your point. Did you
Coming
not?
in a little broken.
Oh, really? Is that me? Is it? Can anyone blah, blah. Can anyone else not hear me? Okay.
You're
Yeah,
still there.
you're coming in broken.
Caller is mostly
I think
right.
a super
Young
chat's gonna
guys,
come
no
in.
money, no experience with women, not knowing it's a numbers game, no own flat, no car, no confidence. So only young guys with good face height score.
Exactly. Okay.
Yeah, some red pill.
T
Yeah.
basis. Do you have a final point for us?
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. Like you couldn't hear me, I
Okay.
could hear you.
Yeah,
Thank
you were
you.
just
Thank you,
coming in
Henry.
broken. Yeah, but back to the dumpster fires.
Yeah.
That's almost as bad as not really having an interaction, because when you get involved with these fires, you're better off without them,
Mm.
because you get, first of all, you get trapped in with their kids, their drama, their past husbands or boyfriends,
Ooh.
and it gets so ugly and complicated. The only thing you could think about is getting the hell away from her,
Mm.
and it's very unhealthy, extremely unhealthy. Even as an incel and you're thirsty, you need to get the hell away from it. So I don't really count those as positive interactions, because they were essentially a spiked trap.
Yeah.
So I
It's
don't really count those, because there was no meaningful love. It was just, maybe she was looking for a meal ticket,
Yeah.
a simp.
Yeah,
that's like
definitely. That's definitely
99%
what she was
of
looking
women.
for.
Okay, quick question before
Yeah,
you
because when you
go.
get to that age, when you get to like 40, like these women, they're just going to see you as a provider at that point.
Mm.
So, like this whole thing of like, oh, you're just an incel in your 20s. Just wait till you're 40, bro.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
turn 40, bro. Like if you're not getting laid in your early 20s,
Mm.
you're not gonna like start getting laid in your 40s. Like it's only gonna get
Yeah,
worse.
you're not
Right? You're
gonna
gonna
be.
get older. You're
Yeah.
gonna age. Your body's your
Balding.
hair you might start losing your hair. You're gonna get more
It
wrinkles.
just gets worse.
Looks are not gonna
It
go up
only
until
gets
when you're
worse.
40. But the only thing that you will start to get when you're 40 is you start to get these single moms that see you as an easy target, someone that will just be a beta provider for them. So, I mean, if the best you can get is single moms now, can
Yeah.
you imagine when I'm 40? Like, what am I going
Yeah.
to be getting when I'm 40?
Exactly. Amputees. Single
Yeah,
mom
The-
amputees. You'll have to
the
wheel her in a
choices are
wheel. You'll
getting
have to
worse and
push her on a
worse.
skateboard. You'll have to pull her on a string, the string attached to
Hey,
a skateboard, and she'll be like,
remember the amputee
she'll be telling
was
you
60
you're not
years
tall
old.
enough.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, I'd rather stay away from this subject, because it's kind of like a completely different discussion of single moms. But can you guys still hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah.
but I remember you guys discussing in the past about looks maxing,
Yeah.
and whether you should or you shouldn't. I honestly think if you actually have the means to do it, to actually do it, because if you're that, if finding a relationship is that important to you,
Mm.
and you think you're really, really going to suffer, I mean, not only now when you're in your 20s, but when you go to your 30s and 40s
Mm.
and 50, I mean, you're going to live for a while. I certainly hope
A
you're not going
long
to rope
while.
now.
Mm.
But if you can look smacks, please do. If I can go back in time and do leg lengthening, I would friggin' do it.
Mm.
Absolutely.
Makes sense.
Mm.
Friggin', I will take the risk. I don't care what it takes. I mean, hindsight's 2020. I
Yeah.
get it. But I would certainly. So if I can pass any of my decades of experience to you guys, the teenagers or early 20 somethings out there,
Mm.
try to look smacks. Don't give up. Don't look in the mirror and say, "Well, I'm friggin' ugly and it's not going to work." Try. I know it sounds like cope, but try to keep your body in shape. Don't get fat and obese and give up.
Mm.
Um, if you can have your nose fixed or mandible surgery, fix it. If you can get your leg
Correct.
lengthening,
Yeah.
Definitely.
fix
Correct.
it, because I know at 5'5" or 5'4", it is really hard. But let me tell you, if you can add 2 or 3 inches, even if it adds, let's just say at 5'4", your percentage chance of getting a number or having a second look is at 1%. Just for shits, for craps and giggles.
Yeah.
If adding 2-3 inches, raising it to 3%, that's substantial enough to me.
Yeah. I would
It's
do it. Yeah,
much better.
exactly.
It's
Yeah.
much better than one.
Ask
So
Yeah, no, I'm
any
also
improvement's
pro looks
better.
maxing as well.
Getting
Right.
eggplant action from a single mom is often not actually worth the stress, I think. Like, the associated
chat coming in. Hold up.
problems
Hold
are
up. Hold up.
I'm
Hold up.
tired of these guys showing off their leg count. But I have to admit, I had a girlfriend, but I don't know how legal it was. She literally was in Special Olympics.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
Wow.
No comments on that.
Well,
Okay.
No
all I could
comments.
say is well done for getting your eggplant wet. Anyway,
But
we got to keep it.
just
All
to read.
right, Cabe. Yeah, just in closing, T basis, because we have to keep it moving.
Yes, gotcha. Okay.
Mhm. Yeah, in closing, what do you
Oh
want to
yes.
say? Yeah.
Okay. Okay. In closing, just for all you out there, it's just I even in despite the abysmal way that this whole dating culture has gotten,
Mm.
don't give up entirely on yourself. And I know it's everyone's gonna scream cope, 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 but you just can't tell because I run into women and I have friends that are in my even worse predicaments than I am, and they
Mm.
have met women that have given them a chance and given them a chance to, to talk to them, and I call them anomalies.
Yes,
They're like
outliers. Yeah.
it's like a Star Trek term, and they are, and I know it's like grasping at miracles, but at the end of the day, basically that's all you got.
Mm.
Okay, I mean, how important is finding someone to you? Now, if it's not important, and you feel, you know what, I'm just gonna live the best life I can. You know what? Don't even bother then. Then don't even bother. Don't even worry about getting hurt. Don't worry about looks maxing. But if it's really super important and you really yearning to find that relationship, find that connection, that anomaly, then you're just going to have to maximize every effort you got. And if you fail, and if you're 60, 70 years and you fail, well, you could look back and said, I did everything I could.
Yeah. At least you can look
I did.
back and say, I
There's
tried. I didn't. I did everything I could. So therefore, I'm not to blame for my you know,
right.
my
So you
loneliness.
can't look at yourself and be like, well, what if I did this and what if I did that, or I should have tried this. No, you did everything, absolutely everything in your power.
Okay, bro. I have to keep on moving.
Yes. Okay, takes care. Thank you.
Thank you for your call. Insightful.
Thank you. Take care.
And you. Goodbye. Thank you. That was great. I'm glad we managed to get him on. Let me take some of these super chats before we move on. So, oh my days. Do I need to refresh this? All right, let me refresh this screen. And hopefully I can get an update. What did you think of that guy's call, by the way? Like, it was mixed with red pill and black pill? Like,
Yeah, look, it was a bit of red pill stuff. It was a bit of cope. I mean, I definitely agree with him in regards to looks maxing because I mean, I've done that, right, and I've seen the effects of it. So I mean, I've had surgeries. When I was 19, I had a lot of surgeries. And yeah, it has helped me. It has helped me move up in terms of my SMV. I mean, it's never going to make you Chad because there's just too much of a gap there, but I mean, it might take you if you're sort of on the borderline
yes.
to maybe passable, so you can maybe get a few lays, provided you've got you've got the height as well. If you have surgeries on your face and you're around 5'9" and above, it can certainly have some impact. But you've got to have them early on. You can't have them when you're 40. That's just too late. You need to have them, in your early 20s. So I would probably agree with that. The rest where he talked about, oh, it gets better when you're 40. Just wait till you're 40, bro. No, it gets worse, bro.
Nothing gets better. The best you can hope for is an anomaly. That's what you want to go for.
The only thing that gets better at 40 is that you're closer to the grave, so you don't have to worry.
Yes, that's right.
Okay, get more money, which you can spend on copes.
Yeah, exactly. All right, let me read some of these super chats. Okay, so wow. These nuts said, please release past streams rarely able to catch live. I'll release them after What Attracts Women 6. I need to censor swear words out of them, and then my focus is on What Attracts Women 6, and so I'll do that like soon. Like, so I have a backlog. I know I'm behind, sorry. T basis, we spoke to him. Iabo, I really should figure out, because he contributes a lot, so I really should figure out how to pronounce his name, but Aibo says, caller is mostly right. I think that's referring to the last caller we had. Well, the only caller we had. Young guys equals no money, no experience with women, not knowing it's a numbers game, no own flat or apartment, no car, no confidence. So only young guys with good face plus height score. That's a Tim Pool kind of way of looking at things. Don't you think? Tim Pool said that on a recent stream. He said Tim Pool admitted that young men struggle, but he said his explanation for that was that women are getting with older guys who have a car and an apartment, which is
wrong.
Garbage, is rubbish.
Wrong. Yeah, no. It's this red pill sort of fallacy that women want a guy that's got his shit together, right? That's got a good job, got a good car, moved out of his mum's house. But in reality, they just want a Chad. Like, they don't fucking care about that shit. Like, maybe they care about that when they want a relationship. So, but it's not that they want ugly men that have their shit together. They want Chad that's got his shit together.
And they will lower standards for Chad. So if Chad doesn't have his S together, they will lower the standards.
Jeremy Meeks.
Right.
Hello.
That's right.
Yeah, exactly. Prison. Straight out of, not even out of prison.
Yeah, exactly.
He was in prison.
They bailed him out. They paid money to bail him out. So no, that's this red pill coping. But they do that because they don't want to believe that it's out of their hands. They want to believe that, all I need to do is have this checklist and I'll get laid, right? I need to get a good job. I need to do this. But in reality, it's I need a good face and height. That's all it is.
And you always have to say the right words.
Yeah.
If you have the correct combination of words. Yeah. You will crack the code.
Yeah. All right. Let me finish reading the. So that's his comment. Black Introvert or Bluck Introvert said, "God bless this channel. Thank you." Video China said, "Face ask the British." Okay. Comment incoming.
Name of the Keep Moving song. That was really good. When are you going to give us your favorite albums?
People have been asking me for like a track list. I will get to it at some point, probably shortly before I die. I don't know. I'm so busy. That was Soul to Soul. Soul 2 is written as a Roman numeral, II, to Soul. Soul to Soul, Keep on Moving. It's a British soul group from the late 80s, early 90s. Okay, so let me get back to this. Face ask the British dude if he is Tao Rior on YouTube. So I'm guessing you're being mistaken for a British dude, Pook.
Right, talk to the governor. Yeah, all right, cup of tea.
Okay. Okay, what is...
All right, then, mate, yeah.
I'm giving away my next... I pressed the wrong button. Are you Tao whoever? Do you have a channel? I don't
understand what that is.
Okay, so you don't have a YouTube channel?
No, I don't have a YouTube channel.
Okay. So
is you talking about having a YouTube channel? No, definitely not.
It's not you. Okay, name withheld said, "I'm tired of these guys showing off their leg count. But I have to admit, I had a girlfriend." Oh, yeah, he's the one. "I had a girlfriend, but I don't know how legal it was. She was literally in Special Olympics." Yeah. Okay, so let's just move on.
She's a gold medalist.
Yeah, the bedroom gold medal. Let's move on to the next topic, which is this screenshot from TikTok, which is like the app that's blackpilling us. It's blackpilling us into a black hole in outer space right now. This app is so bad. This woman said, I didn't have the original content, but this is a screenshot from it. So this woman, I'm guessing woman, she says, so the topic is her 30th partner is not special. So this woman says, when the DK, fill in the 2 missing letters, when the DK was trash and you just gained a body, which means intimacy, for no reason. So this woman was, you can surmise from the from her topic that the content was saying that she had intimacy with a guy and it wasn't good enough. It didn't live up to her expectations. And so the comments from fellow women on this was, we need to start a petition that if it's trash, it doesn't count. There is an 18 comment thread to that I can't see on this screenshot.
Yeah, and look at the likes as well.
Oh yeah,
almost 3,000 likes.
Wow.
It's like people agree with that shit.
No. Oh. Women agree. Women agree.
Yes, women. Yes,
let's be correct.
And then they actually end up not counting that. If they get into relationships, they say, "Yeah, I've only been with 10 guys." More like 100, like excluding the trash eggplants.
So you're totally right, but you're totally 100% right, Book. But let me just finish reading the comments. Another female commenter said, "If it's trash by law, after 24 hours, you don't claim it, heart." And then that had 1,325 likes. Another female said, "It didn't happen. It didn't happen, in my opinion. Moving on, smiley face, 100% emoji, 333 likes." And then another woman said, "No baby, no proof," 214 likes. So yes, this is where we're going. Every woman now, like if a woman is like basically, I'm sorry to say it, but if a woman is basically outside of kindergarten.
Childhood. Such a sweet sexual time.
If she's out of kindergarten, you could almost surmise that she may have a lay count of she may be at least on the spreadsheet of having a lay count. Like if she's like in elementary, primary school, like maybe, I'm not saying you should date them or interfere with them. I'm saying like maybe at that age they're still innocent, but when it comes to like secondary, high school, by that age, hardly any girl these days leaves high school with like innocent. Let's just say leaves pure, unless it's like a convent kind of thing. Like today's girls,
special ed class. Like if she's in the special ed class, maybe she's not getting laid in high school, but 99.9% of women are getting. I mean, the amount of lays women have in high school will mog my lays for my entire life.
Yes,
like 10 lifetimes.
Yeah.
Can I just add? I saw on a Russian Facebook group, there was like it was like a Facebook group for young teenagers, and a reporter from a news station started a survey in this Facebook group for young teenagers in Russia, right? Mm. And she said she's trying to find out the ages of girls and how many people they've slept with, and do they regret those experiences with those guys, or are they satisfied with their partner count and the men they've been with? And like there were hundreds and hundreds of responses to this reporter, and there were these girls saying that my age is 13, I've slept with 10 guys, and I don't regret it. It was great. My age is 15.
Wow.
I'm 15 years old. I have slept with 25 guys. Doesn't bother me. I am 17. I slept with 17 guys, and there were these 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17-year-old girls. They were saying that, yeah, I've had 10 guys, 15 guys, 28 guys. I don't regret it. And there was just a simple little forum in Russia, and once you read that, you realize that even in like late high school, in Russia in particular, girls are already getting insane numbers of like counts. It's just insane.
Russia is supposed to be somewhat traditional. Can you imagine what it's like in the West? Not feminist, not supposed to be as feminist as the West. So can you imagine what it's like here? There are certain countries where Tinder uptake isn't as high as, Australia, USA, Canada, UK, France, Germany. There are certain countries. I don't think Tinder is as used in Russia as it is in the West. So these girls they're not using the hookups they get isn't from like online dating. this is from like just meeting guys normally. So can you imagine when Tinder hits its, peak in that country? I'm guessing. I'm just surmising. I'm just like, yeah. So can you imagine how things could get
in that country?
I would say that Russia is. I mean, if you go to like the big cities, because I'm Russian as well, but so I mean, like the big cities are westernized. Like maybe like a small village in eastern Russia is not infested with this shit, right?
Yeah.
But like the major capital cities are again exactly the same as the US and the West and all that shit.
Okay, let me take a call. It's from Helgoy. Let's hope he's here. I think he may have messaged me last week, so I'm a week late for this guy. Let me add him right away. Helgoy. Hopefully he's there. He gets his chance today.
Is it like G-O-Y?
G-O-Y. Helgoy. So I'm adding him right now.
Goy.
Yeah. Let's hope he's still alive. His message to me was please take me on the air before I rope. And that was last week. So it could be too late.
If he's still there.
Hello? I'm still waiting for him. I believe.
He's gone.
Pray. Okay, he's dead. Sorry. Let's take Maxing. All right. Let's take Maxing really quickly. I'm taking this out of air. Out of order. So let me take Maxing right now. 2-hour stream, I said, right? Let's see how that works. Maxing coming onto the stream. Maxing, talk to me. Talk to me. Are you there? Please have a working mic. Come on, man. Maxing, I believe in you. You only have a few seconds left. Yeah, we can hear you. Oh, you just made it. Hey, welcome to Looks Live. You're on Looks Live. How are you?
I'm great, man. How are you?
You're great.
Shout out to the LMS cartel.
How are you? You must be tall and good looking if you're great.
How are you great, bro?
Exactly. Is Stacy there?
Every day,
is it because Stacy's there? Is Stacy in your bedroom?
No, I'm rotting in my parents' basement because of
Chad 19. Okay, yeah, because time is of the essence. So go ahead, make your point. I'll shut up.
I just wanted to say, hey, bro, I'm sorry I missed you in London, but I did go. I got those chin and jawline fillers, and it did ascend me a bit. So there's.
Okay, that's gonna wear off though. It's gonna wear off. Like fillers will wear off real quick. Like you need to.
Sorry.
Fillers wear off pretty quick.
You're gonna need that for
You're
months,
breaking up,
if
bro.
not years to come.
Okay, filler. Okay, there is a comment incoming, so I'll just wait for that to bless us with its wisdom. Here is a comment incoming. $10.
Hi there, love the channel from the Middle East. Have to use a VPN to use super chats, did you? No. Back in 2011's the way ISIS recruited incels to fight for them was free punani. Cheers.
Wow, there was a recruitment for incels, luring them with women. Yeah, that makes sense. A lot of guys who fight in Muslim holy wars are incel looking, because I guess it gives them hope that there is more to this life than inceldom. Like I don't really see often.
Yes,
like you
once
see,
they die,
I don't really,
they will be
and there's that as well. But I don't really see Chad looking Arab guys fighting in wars. Obviously there aren't that many,
because
they're busy banging women back at home. Yeah, they partake in normal society.
They've already gone. They've gone to the West and they're banging Stacy. They're too busy. Balls
they're
deep.
enjoying the fruits of life.
They're balls deep. Maxing, we've spoken all over you. Speak now, please. You have to fight for it, because I just don't stop speaking. So Maxine, what did you want to say?
Oh man, it's breaking up so bad I can barely hear you, brother. Can you hear me well?
Yeah, I can hear you. Maybe we can take you another time. Maybe you could call back. All right, so it's not working out. All right, so
thanks for having me again. If I'm in London, I'll hit you up next time.
Do that.
And shout out again to the LMS cartel.
Thank you. See ya. All right, thanks for that. I really wish we could have had him longer, but it wasn't to be. Let me just see if these videos work. All right. Okay, so like I said, last time I exported these videos at too high a resolution because, I'm a loser. So why don't you kill me? But I've tried to export it at a lower resolution today. So let's see if we can do this. So let's so you're going to hear probably this, if this works, if this doesn't like stream at like 1 frame per 10 minutes, I'll continue. If it does, if it's too painful for the audience, we'll just keep speaking as we are like now. All right. How many people are watching the stream, by the way? Let's see how many people drop off after this segment. 971. Okay, that's up on last week. Last week, there were a few decisions and things that dropped us down. Like the video was too slow. But let's see if it works this time. If it's too slow. What's that? Say that again.
Monday Chat Monday.
No.
Was it the Monday Chat Monday one?
No, it's the one after.
The one after.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. So let me see if this I've exported this video at a low resolution. So let's see if the YouTube chat. Let's see if my connection can handle this. If not, if people on YouTube, so YouTube chat, I'm relying on you to say, it's too slow, I can't watch it, it's ridiculous, face, kill yourself, or hey, it's good. All right, so let's just. All right, anyway, so this video is what women really feel about short men, and you can extrapolate. This is what they feel about ugly men as well. Okay, so let's just watch this and see how it goes.
Why did the police let this short man join? Who the fuck is he gonna hurt? Look at this munchkin! Look at this baby ass bitch! You're so short! Look at this short guy!
Right. So did the brutal. Now
just
did
absolutely brutal. And it's
just
on TikTok, of course. It's on fucking TikTok. Oh my god, brutal.
Watch out there.
Evil Rock 3 said it. Evil Rock 3 said it's good. Perfect. All right, so it plays. All right, I exported it at a lower resolution.
Hey, Face, when you get your new computer, are you also going to get a new internet connection?
I can't get a new internet connection right now, but I'm trying different things. So every time you speak to me, I'm improving something. All right, so it's good. So people could actually see that. So let me just actually get into the video then. So this woman was this is about the recent protests going on, and she said to this short guy, who can you defend? Like you're not we're up to 1,000. Thank you, name withheld. The woman said, who are you going to defend? Look at you short ass, you idiot, blah, blah, blah. That's what women feel when they feel, that's a woman saying how she really feels when she's empowered to say what she really feels. So just imagine how many women you interact with each day who feel that way about you, but just don't say anything.
Just distant and polite, because they have to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like height is one of the things that's like, it's like become socially acceptable for women to just shit on men for their height.
Yeah.
Like to just mock short guys. But pretty soon, if not already, it is going to become the same for every other aspect.
Yeah.
right? Like face and you know, eye area, whatever.
I mean,
lack of hair.
Jaw is coming in soon. Like I've seen on TikTok, there is a jaw meme, like strong jaw, guys with strong jaws, jawline check. That's the one, jawline check. So it's coming in. It's coming. Hey yo, jawline check. It's coming in. Every aspect of of that where a man can fail, it's starting to become acceptable to crap on a man for not being you know, top 20%. So
I think it's also easily observable that if you interact with a lot of women regularly, or have interacted with a lot of women over your years of your youth, if you are talking to a woman and she's not continuing the conversation, that's the first sign. She's not opening up with any questions. She's not offering anything new to the conversation. She is cold, she is distant, and she's polite just to the bare minimum of what she has to be to have it socially acceptable. She's not pushing the conversation any further. If you have that every single time, you should know that you are not attractive. You should know that you are one of us. And it's just an experience that you will get if you just stop for a moment and think, have these women been treating me with interest? If not, it's just like that video you had on one of the What Attracts Women. I think it was Wow 3, the hottest guy at the office, or the second hottest guy at the office. And you remember that girl's face? That's kind of like, okay, I'm just going to ignore him unless he talks to me.
Yeah.
If you've been having those experiences, how can you still be deluded? How can you still think to yourself,
no, it's easy.
No,
it's easy.
Haven't found the right girl, you know?
No, it's easy. I'm sorry. It's easy. It's easy to be deluded. Like I was for a long time. This is the thing about the blue pill and the red pill. When I was red pilled, I was into PUA. Someone said that you're soft-spoken, high IQ. So, Pook, you're classed as high IQ right now. When I was into PUA, this is the thing. I've meant to speak about this for a long time. When you're into PUA, it's easy to get over rejections because you don't take the rejection so personal. When you're into PUA pickup art, when you're red pilled, you can class your rejection as a rejection of your game, your approach, your conversational skills, and you can improve on those. So from one day to the next, you can say, "Oh man, it's Friday. I got rejected by 100 girls. It was just my game, bro. Tomorrow I can go out. I can watch 100 PUA videos, pickup art videos overnight, and go out the next day, Saturday, and it will be completely different. It will be completely different because I've changed my personality and my confidence and my game. She wasn't rejecting me. She was rejecting my approach. That's typical PUA.
I didn't think about that. That's a good point.
That's exactly how I was. Yeah, because I was red pilled as well at the time.
But when you're black,
and I did all this game.
Okay, let me just continue before I forget because my brain is stupid. When you're black pilled now, it's not so easy to get over rejections because you know the rejection was because of your face and your height. So the rejections sting now. The rejections stick longer, right? Okay, anyway, okay, all right.
And also, it's like when you're red pilled and you believe in all this game and stuff like that, when you get rejected, it's like, well, you think, oh, well, look, I didn't say the right things. I didn't have the right body language. You can change those things. It's like, it's easy to change that, right? But when you're black pilled and you fully realize that it's your looks, your face and height, it's not easy to change your face and height. So it's like, not many people want to accept that it's out of their control. They want to keep saying, if I just do the right things, then I'll get laid. But no, it's difficult to not like that.
admit. It's difficult to admit you don't have power over the situation.
Yes,
and it's also painful. It's so painful to realize I am powerless to what is happening to me right now. And as a man, it's part of like boosting your ego and your masculinity. It makes you feel comfortable and confident in your life to feel like you have power over what you do and what happens to you. And to have that challenged, to have that feeling of control challenged or taken away from you completely, hurts so bad, and that's what cripples a lot of men.
Here comes a super
Can
chat.
status somewhat outplay looks and height to an extent?
Can let me just chase that up.
Yes.
Can status chase up looks and height? Was it? Let me just refresh. Just hello, Tim. Hold tight, sit tight. We can hear you just about. Please don't have a foreign accent. All right, let me just chase up this super chat. Good content. When's target date for War 6? Cool guy with fast car said I'm guessing 2 weeks. I've ordered the PC now, or like earlier this week. So I'm giving myself like till that PC comes. I want to be done with this crummy laptop by the time that brand new spanking PC comes. So hopefully 2 weeks ish. But you know, incel luck is a thing. You know, Bleach 23 said, can status somewhat outplay looks and height? Yeah, but the status you need has to be like legendary status. Like we would have had to at least heard of you. Like you need to be like Justin Bieber, or who's that guy with the beard, Dan Blizaran. You need to be like that kind of status, or like amazing status in your high school. And probably whichever community you're in, you need to be at the top of that community for your status to matter.
Like, you know, just being on YouTube, like, you know, just be a YouTuber, bro. No, it's like you gotta have millions of subscribers on YouTube, right? Like,
just be PewDiePie, bro. Just have the same amount of subscribers as PewDiePie.
All right, let's take this call. It's Tim. You're on Looks Live, Tim.
Hello there. So the point I wanted to make was that you know how there's this study, like it's old, it's pretty much old at this point, that I think everyone has seen it by now. It's that what is it, like a third of men are like basically like relationshipless.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah.
I just wanted to say I don't think most people realize how bad things really are.
No, they don't.
Because I think it was like 32%. I don't remember, but
28. But
like,
you know, men lie about men overblow their sexual prowess. So you know it's more. You know it's more than. And women.
Men are incentivized to lie, right?
And women are to
overinflate.
And women are de-incentivized. So the women's, I think the women's number was 18% or something. You know, that's like way too high. It's probably like 6%, if that.
Yeah.
If that.
What was Tim saying?
Sorry. We interrupted.
I was gonna keep on going with this. I was gonna say, it's far more than that, like easily, because like a lot of guys are just putting up appearances. They're just trying to save face. And a lot of them, like I don't know how they did this study. I don't know if they just like went to a bunch of guys and like asked them like on the street. But like however they conducted that study, the other thing is that the other guys who are not in that 28%, you know, the other guys who are technically not like 100% sexless. Hello, how are you?
It's okay. Snoozeless. Yeah.
Who are not completely sexless.
Yeah.
A lot of them are like these near cell types who
yes.
are like barely not sexless.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
These like bottom feeders who get like fat, like 40-year-olds
100%.
like once every blue moon, or like quote unquote practically not incel, but like they're not faring any better. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no. I talk about that all the time as well, where there's like I see these like normie guys, these normie blue pillars, like soy boys, at work, and that you know, like they're having sex with like this one wildebeest a year, or they've got some like overweight girlfriend. And like, you know, you tell them about the black pill, they will laugh in your face.
Yes.
When they are living the black pill experience every day, they just don't want to believe it. They're like, la, 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 la. Like they just do not want to hear it.
Yeah.
They just think you're an idiot, and you're
just
surely
sexist,
have
bro,
no idea
man.
what you're talking about.
You're sexist, bro. I mean, I get laid all the time.
Yeah.
I get laid. Doesn't mind if it doesn't matter that my girlfriend has like 1 foot. I still get laid, bro.
Yeah. And they say things
You're just
like,
a misogynist, bro.
Yeah.
You don't get laid because women can detect that you're incel. They can detect, but how can they detect that you're on incel? So do they just know that when you come up to them with no prior knowledge of you? Of course not.
Exactly. Okay, Tim. Tim, we got to keep it moving because I think you're like my third call. So thanks for your input, Tim.
Yeah, man. Thank you, man.
Thank you. See ya. Right, 3 calls we've taken, and one of them couldn't hear me, so I'm not doing too well. So I think let me just close out this video by saying that the disrespect that the women are showing to this man, they would show to men of the same height or of terrible looks if they were empowered, or if there were no judgment or repercussions for them doing so. So just know that when you see these women acting like this is like a microcosm of what they would be doing normally if they could do it. So just because women aren't laughing at you normally, they're holding back. Women are creatures that respond heavily to social pressure and social conform
Yes,
to
and they want to minimize.
Yeah. They want to minimize confrontation. They conform to social consensus. So they will toe the party line when it comes to acting as if they care, acting as if they don't hate you, but they're really
Acting
thinking
as
this.
if equality matters.
Yeah, exactly. Virtue signaling.
Yes, but and those same women that, so it also matters. So if they're in like the workplace, or maybe there's these incel guys, like they'll talk to them, maybe, right? They won't be rude to them. But then that same woman at the nightclub or at a bar gets approached by someone that she sees as less than her in terms of SMV. Then she will be rude. She'll tell them to F off, get lost, right? Because in that environment, there's no social backlash, right? Because she could do that in that environment. So it also depends, the same woman would act differently based on the environment they're in.
High IQ. Let's keep moving with this video. The last video worked. Let's see if this one works. Let me give you some background. I think the next video is from the UK. It's a ghetto-ish video, so it's from a bunch of kids who are ghetto acting. So I've added subtitles because I don't think people will get what's being said. Let's do this. I will play the video.
Essex?
No, not from Essex. I'm guessing it's from London, but it could be from anywhere southeast England of the UK. I'll start to play the video. YouTube chat, let me know if it's too buffering and too unwatchable. Then I'll stop it and we'll just move on. So let's see how this works. Like I said, this is a video I played last week. I exported it at too high a resolution, so it couldn't fit through the pipes of my internet connection. But this time I've compressed it down, so let's hope it works this time. Okay, sorry. That's just right. So this is the video here. So women say, "Where are all the good guys?" And this is one of them, and this is how he gets treated.
Might be all alive because I truly just like it.
Okay, let me just give you some background quickly. Sorry to keep interrupting. I think the context is this guy just told this girl who he likes a poem, probably a romantic poem, and this is how the end of the poem goes. This is how the end of the confession of his love goes. Okay, he just finished telling this girl a poem. He's not good looking. Tell me that the black pill isn't real. when it's reflected everywhere. It might be all a lie.
Let's quiz the viewers.
Oh, what's that? Okay. On
I
what?
was going to say, let's quiz the viewers. Can anybody guess what happens next?
He's not good looking. That's your clue.
We already know how this is going to go.
It might be all a lie because I truly just like you, he said. Okay.
To be honest, I've liked you since the 8th. I don't want to rush it. Would you be my Valentine?
So he just said, I don't want to rush it. I don't want to rush you. I don't want to put you on the spot. YouTube chat, is the video playing well? Because, yeah, cringe, you know, maximum cringe. YouTube chat, is the video playing smooth? Can you actually see, you know, every frame or, you know, every couple of frames? Playing normal. Cringe. All right, you can see the video, right, guys? Because I don't want to alienate you. Because last week I was playing the video. Video isn't playing well. Not a single chance this timeline. She's actually hiding her clothes, buffering a little. Okay, all right. So it's laggy. All right. So it's probably better than last week. He couldn't hear the audio. So we'll just play it quickly then, and we'll just move on. Video is good, someone says. All right. Working.
Someone says blue pill equal cancer.
Lag, choppy. Okay. I'm trying my best. Video is okay. Video isn't great, but it's okay. No, video is bad. Okay, so basically,
Why are we getting such a mixed response?
I know, it's ridiculous. It's crazy. Better than last week.
I say just go for it, probably.
Okay, all right. So yeah, he just confessed his love for her.
Who's that one?
Will you be my Valentine?
Let's be serious here.
I'm gonna pause it and let people whose choppy connection. Yeah, I'm gonna pause it and let people whose connection is choppy catch up with the thing. All right. So there is a lot of stalling going on. Like, she's not actually saying, yeah, I like you, let's date, or yes, no. She's not really giving him an answer one way or the other. She's kind of laughing. When people laugh, she's laughing hard to cushion her from giving a response. And I know that deeply because I've had that reaction. When a woman is reacting to what's going on, it saves her from reacting to your question. Like if you say, if you ask a woman, "Oh, I want to date you," or "I like you," or something, and then everyone around says, "Oh, that's nice," or "Oh, wow," I'm stalling the video. Someone said she will react to that to give her time so that she doesn't have to react to your original question. I think a super chat is coming, so let's hear this.
I haven't tuned in for a while. Proud you have been going for so long. Whenever you want a 510 6 7/10, I would be interested in calling in. Keep up the good work. Shout out to the LMS fam. Hope you get an anomaly lay.
Thank you. Okay. There is a part in that I missed, so I'll read that out later, but let's continue.
Hey, deeper melon head.
I don't know what you want from me. Like, I said thank you for that part a minute. Like, I don't know what else to say. Like, I'm not feeling.
All right, so I don't know if the YouTube chat heard that, so let me just go back. I'm sorry, but I don't want to alienate you guys. So she said, it cut, the video cut. She said, it depends on what you want from me, like. I said, thank you for the poem, in it, like. So she basically said, like, I'm grateful for the poem, but, like, what do you want from me?
But I'm feeling you.
I'm not feeling, oh yeah, and then, all right, so she said that, and then I'll let people catch up with that screen, the next screen.
I said thank you for that part a minute. Like, I don't know what else to say. Like, I'm not feeling.
I don't know what else to say, like, I'm not feeling you. So I guess it's good that she's being honest and not leading him on, but it's just another black pill. He's women say, "Oh, I want to." She's clapped anyway, so someone says she's clapped. Wow, yeah. Yeah, so women will say stuff like, I want a sensitive guy. I want a guy who, not sensitive. I want a guy who's caring, a guy who won't cheat on me. Romantic guy. Where are all the good guys? Where are all the good guys? They will say. Yeah. And when a good guy comes along like this, he gets treated like this. If he's not, I'm not feeling you. I don't know what else to say. Like, I'm not feeling you.
I had the exact same experience as this guy.
Okay, go ahead.
In high school. Because you know how I said that I wrote poems for a pretty high traffic website. In high school, I also wrote love poems about girls from like my classes, right?
Please don't tell me you sent the poems to the women.
No, I did. I actually dropped a written poem in the hottest girl in my school, well, in my grade. I dropped a poem in her bag, and at recess, everybody gathered around her because she's like, "Oh, I got a poem. I wonder who it's from," right? Everybody gathered around her, and they're like, oh my God, read it to me." I was in that crowd, and this girl started reading this poem out loud, and then they're like, oh my God, who could it be? Everybody was like, wow, that poem's so amazing. I bet it's Chad who wrote it. Like, there were a couple of Chads who were not in that crowd, right? I started to panic, and I was like, oh crap, they're starting to figure out, because someone said that, hey, Pook likes to write poems. When I heard that, I was like, oh crap, time to run. So I ran away to the library because I didn't want to be a part of the crowd. I didn't want them to identify that it's me who wrote the poem to the Stacy, right? I went to the library and I was just sitting there. And then I see her walk into the library, and I was like, oh God, she knows it's me. Because she saw me run away. And then she comes up to me and she says, listen, Pook, thank you for the poem, but I just see you as a friend. I hope that's okay with you. And my heart just went cold and dark, and I was like, this is so painful and so humiliating. And I just, I went through the exact same experience, and I know what it feels like to have that situation. And that happened to me in high school. Pretty brutal, hey?
Yeah, man. Wow. So you've had that,
similar experience as well.
Yeah, go ahead, Nick.
Experience as well, but it just from the other side, right? So there was this Chad guy from high school that liked this Stacy, and he wanted to like be quote unquote romantic. So he didn't write a poem. He just like downloaded it off the internet and like inserted her name into it and shit. And then he sent it to her, and she said that it was the most romantic thing ever. And then ended up going out with him, right? But because being romantic is based on your looks.
Yes.
So if you are, women say they want a romantic guy, they want a romantic Chad. That's what they mean.
Yeah.
Right? They don't want a romantic.
Hey, why didn't it work for me? I wrote a poem. She rejected me. What the hell went wrong?
Yeah.
Face went wrong.
So, it's so especially high school. I find is when it's really stark and it's really quite obvious who's the Chads and who's not. That's when you really sort of find out.
I flirted with,
and if you're not getting laid in high school,
girl.
you're not going to get. Because that's
I flirted with pretty much every girl in my high school, and I mean there weren't many of them because I went to kind of a small high school, right? But every like non-demonic looking girl I flirted with, and every single one rejected me, and the most humiliating one was probably the poem one, actually. But I know it could be far worse.
Yeah,
I could have been in a far worse position.
Okay, I'm gonna play the last part of this video. I don't know how badly it comes out on the live stream, but I'm gonna play it all the way through, not all the way, from the middle, so you get the whole context all at once. Okay, so this guy wrote this girl a poem, and this is the aftermath of his confession of his love to her.
Hey, deeper melon head.
I don't know what you want from me. Like, I said thank you for that poem minute. Like, I don't know what else to say. Like, I'm not feeling you.
Why? Why?
Look at the fishes in the sea.
Yeah, so I think the last comment was look at all, or I think she said look at all the fishes in the sea. I think she meant there are other fishes in the sea. Yeah, look at other fishes in the sea. Okay, so that's what you get when you confess your love. So I think the only criticism, I said this last week, red pillars will say that his approach to speaking to this woman was what got him rejected. Him writing a poem, if he had just said the right words, not a poem, but if he had said different words at a different time, she would have fallen into his arms and been like, oh, baby, I love you. No, she would have given him the same reaction no matter what he said, how he did it. It was his face, it was his body fat, it was his looks, it was his height, it was his everything, admixture, because she's lighter than him, maybe. So it was basically his looks that were the problem. Now, having said that, I would advise men, if you're going to approach a woman, firstly, if you're black-pilled, you will know whether it's right for you to approach a woman based on her reaction to you. Like how women treat you should show you if it's worth approaching. One of the most brutal black pills I got in, I think it was the last 2 years, was how women look at a good-looking guy even when he's not speaking. Now that just seems it seems stupid. It seems like that's so insignificant face. Like who cares? Like that doesn't mean anything. But it actually blew my mind when I witnessed it for myself 2 years ago or a year and a half ago when I was on I think I made a video about this, uncomfortable S2, when I was on a work trip and I was new to the work company, and this Chang, who was an Asian Chad, who had women would look at him even when he wasn't speaking. Meanwhile, women don't even look at me when I'm speaking. And it just blew my mind how, like, if you see a woman looking at a guy who's not saying anything, and she just looks like, the look in her eye is heartbreaking. Like the way she looks up, she's looking up to him. Her eyes are like glassy, and she's like, like she just feels, she looks open and like waiting for his advances. But yeah, almost. It's like she's waiting to get ravaged almost. Like that, it's that kind of emotion. She's waiting to get ravaged. Doesn't matter where it is. It seems as if she's just waiting for him to like just rip off her clothing and say, "Screw this job. I want you more than this job. I want you right now." Like that's how it looks. It's brutal. And then bearing in mind, I'm the complete opposite side of that, where women don't even look at me when I'm speaking. So you will. Okay, Nick, you wanted to make a point.
Yeah, no, I completely agree with what you're saying. I've experienced the same thing myself as well. Like once I've become black-pilled, I've become more like in tune with these micro expressions that women have, their body language.
Very quiet.
So like you.
I said yep. I just said yep. Sorry, I was laying back on my chair.
Okay. So like. When I've noticed, like when there's a group conversation and there's like me, a Chad, Stacy, the Stacy will have her body turn to the Chad. She will be looking into the Chad's eyes even when I speak. So she's not looking at me; she's looking at him.
Yeah.
Right. She will. She looks comfortable. She looks like it's where she wants to be. She wants to be around Chad.
Yeah.
She doesn't want to be around sub 5 out of 10 men. Right, like you always say, women want sub 5 out of 10 men dead.
Yeah.
And there is some truth to that. There is some truth to that they don't want to be around them. So when I talk to them, they don't look me in the eye. They might glance at me quickly and then glance away, or they look at me at the corner of their eye.
Yeah.
They Another thing I've noticed is that when I talk to them, they like, this office small talk, whatever.
Yeah.
They don't make the conversation continue. They answer, but they don't want the conversation to proceed, right?
Yeah.
But with Chad, they want to talk to Chad. They want the conversation to keep going.
That's what they drive the conversation forward. That's what I was saying before.
Sorry, I just have to press the button.
They take the reins.
Oh my days! Sorry. I pressed the wrong button and it I did something wrong. Don't worry. Pook, make your point, and then I'll add a final point. I'll add something. Sorry,
I was just agreeing. I was agreeing with what
Nick.
Oh, jeez, I just had a brain fart. Okay.
Yeah, so it happens to me all the time. Don't worry. All right, I'll fill in for you. My brain farts all the time. In fact, it's actually good when it's not farting. Oh my gosh, I forgot what I was going to say now. It's catching.
Sorry,
it's catching.
I
was going to say something. Yeah, it's completely gone.
Contagious.
Wow.
The big dumb is contagious.
Wow, I've passed on my IQ to all of you. My IQ is catching.
Jeez, man.
Wow. I was going to say something. I can't remember now.
I just came up. I remember what happened to me in my university days. I have a related story to pick up on. Because I'm quite tall, I'm 6'4", same height as you. I actually, it appears that in university, some guys believed me to be this confident guy that actually goes around picking up girls. One of these guys who took this interest in me was an exchange student from Singapore. And I became friends with him. He was a complete incel, very skinny, twig neck in particular. Like the first thing you notice about him was his neck, right?
All right. Hold up. Comment incoming. Hold up. Comment incoming. Hold. Bear in mind what you were about to say.
Face, be honest with us. Have you accepted the dog pill?
I have indeed. Let me just. I was going to say something about girl ask about. Sorry. The brain fart I had the air has cleared on the brain fart I just had. I was just making a note before I forget it again. The dog pill, yeah, I've accepted the dog pill. I can't make a video on it on YouTube because I would be yeeted off this platform so fast. My ass wouldn't hit. Yeah,
dog pill as well.
Yeah, but I've saved videos about the dog pill, so maybe I can make like a BitChute exclusive video. Like there are so many videos on. Like I thought it was a meme when it first came out. I was like, you incels, man, we're such a funny community. Yeah, get serious, guys. Come on, guys. And then I was like, actually, there are way too many videos. There are way too many videos of girls like actually doing stuff with dogs. I was like, what? This is actually
one comment as well.
Scary.
One girl who said that girls don't act like you haven't thought about it. In one of your videos, I think you had that.
Yeah.
There was this girl who tweeted, "Girls, you've thought about having intimacy with your dog. Don't act like you haven't thought about it." And it got like so many retweets and stuff. You had it in one of your streams, I think.
Maybe in my stream, yeah. But the thing is, if I did a targeted, one directional focused video on it, it would be classed as hate speech or something. Like how dare you
yeet it off?
I would be so fast to yeet it off.
If you notice the way women talk about dogs, the way they seem to have this infatuation with dogs, like it goes beyond just liking them. Obviously, you won't say but you can infer what I mean.
Do you guys know a girl called Whitney, Wisconsin? She was the original dog pillar, can I say? A girl who made the dog pill real back in the day. Like, I don't know when she came out, like 2014 or something. I don't know. But like she has videos, trust me, she has videos of her and a dog, and I cannot say any more. Put it this way, the dog is doing more than we have done.
The dog is having a good time with
the dog. Exactly, right? The dog is mugging us in sexual market value.
Listen,
so yeah,
Yeah.
Should I continue the story from before?
Yeah. Sorry.
It's brutal, so brutal. So this basically Southeast Asian immigrant student at my university. I became friends with him, and he, for whatever reason, became kind of attached to me, and he wanted to like talk to me in a friendly kind of way. He's obviously not interested. Like he doesn't swing that way, obviously. But we became friends, and we decided that, hey, listen. We're going to talk about girls and how we're going to pick up girls. For whatever reason, he was really passionate about that, right? So we decided to go to a really big shopping mall in our city. Me and this little immigrant student who has a twig neck, and he's from Southeast Asia, and he just looks like a complete incel. We decided to go to a mall, and he starts asking me. He said, "Hey, listen, how do I pick up girls? What should I say? Like, I want to approach girls in a shop, and I want to have the confidence to get their number, go out with them. How do I go about it?" And he thought that I knew the answers. And because I was flustered and at a loss for words, I was like, I'll just, improvise. And like, I gave him some advice. And I said, listen, just go up and just be confident, bro. Just hold your frame, square chest, shoulders back, and just tell her, listen, I think you're gorgeous. I told him to do this, right? He went to a couple of shops. Me and him, we went from shop to shop to shop around the shopping center. Then we went for lunch. We went to get pizza. A security guard from the shopping mall approached us and said, listen, we've gotten a few calls from people in shops. There have been women saying that somebody is harassing them, and it's a male matching your description. The security guard said that to this immigrant student. And I was like, oh my God, this cannot be happening right now. This guy was just trying to get some confidence talking to girls in a shopping mall, and he gets approached by a security guard telling him, listen, we've received calls of sexual harassment.
Oh, wow.
And we need you to leave the premises.
Oh,
wow.
The title of the stream is "It's Only Creepy If You're Ugly," which fits right into that experience.
Yeah. I always say confidence equals face plus height.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
If
some social skills are required, but it's mostly face and height.
Yeah, I mean, the bare minimum. Like, none of this game bullshit. Like, just to be able to hold a conversation.
Yeah.
If you have face and height, you'll be fine.
Okay, let me just quickly, because I wanted to finish this point. So yeah, like I said, I wanted to make a point about at my workplace, I was women, when I walk into the kitchen at lunchtime, women, sometimes there are women, Zensu, Sama, when I'm walking into the kitchen, sometimes there are women in the kitchen. I try at work, I try to have my lunch after everyone has had their lunch, so I don't have to interact with women, but like sometimes it's unavoidable. Because I just don't like getting rejected. I don't like getting treated like garbage, like rubbish. So, but sometimes I go to lunch and go to the kitchen, and women are in the kitchen, and the women are like looking up. They're eating their lunch at a table. Then when I walk into the room, suddenly the salad they're eating becomes so interesting that they have to look down. So like they were looking up before I came into the room. Suddenly they feel a need to look down into their food. Suddenly their food becomes really interesting. Suddenly the salad that they're eating looks, I don't know, is screening some TV show or something, and they have to look down, and they start looking down into their food when I'm around. Like, it's just so obvious. And then compare that to I have a 6'4", 6'5" Chad Light who works at my place. He gets invited to lunch by women, I don't. And one time I walked into the kitchen, and I walked into this conversation, and the women were speaking to this Chad Light, and they were like, "Oh, that's so nice. You met a girl. You're gonna settle down. Like, what's her name? How many dates have you gone on? Like, are you gonna call her?" They were living vicariously through this guy's date because they wanted him. bearing it like contrasted with my experience, where they're looking into their salad, they don't want to see my face. On the other hand, they're all up in this guy's dating life. Sorry.
No, you're absolutely right, Faith. I've had similar experiences at work. Like they'll be in everyone will be in the lunchroom. I will go and sit down, and there will be like spare seats next to me. And then women will come into the lunchroom, and they will obviously they will see those seats, and they will sit opposite side of the table.
Yeah.
Right? Like not near me, on the other end.
Ouch.
Then
Yeah.
Chad will come into the office, so into the lunchroom. And if Chad would sit near me, suddenly those seats next to me become very interesting. And then they will pick up their lunch and then move into my area because Chad is near me.
Wow, there's a $50 donation coming in. Hold your thought, Nick. But that is brutal. Yeah, I trust me, everything you say, I've experienced. I know it deeply.
Yeah.
It's my life. It's my existence.
Have you been approached by a security guard?
Hold up.
You've been threatening
Guys,
women?
take it from me. I used to have depression after a failed engagement in my 20s. It was failure after failure. I became overweight at 150 kgs. Now I'm down to 98. Women are trying hard to trap me. Get jacked ASAP. Focus on yourself.
Just get jacked, bro. No, I appreciate that. I appreciate that, and there is some legitimacy to not being a bloated piece of crap. Like, obviously, that makes sense. Yeah, and it will help. It will help. It will help.
Yes.
Someone asked how old I am. I'm 49. The bestia asked, I'm 49 years old. Does anyone believe me?
It's over.
I'm 49. My birthday is tomorrow. I'll be 50 tomorrow. Happy birthday to me.
No, Faith, that guy that donated is correct in the way that gym maxing can certainly help you if you are Chad light. Even if you're high tier normie, if you're tall and you have a good frame and like a decent face, it can certainly help you. Yeah. But it's not going to help the 5'4" curry cell. Like it doesn't matter how jacked
exactly.
So there's obviously a limit, but I think a lot of these red pillars just say like, oh, that going to the gym is this silver bullet and you will just become Chad. Like,
yeah. Pook.
People don't realize.
Last thing I will say though about my experiences at the office is when I am in conversation with women and Chad is in the conversation, and maybe Chad will leave. He might go leave the conversation. And it's just me and the Void. She will talk to me for 5 to 10 seconds, and then, suddenly she has to go as well.
Yeah.
Chad's gone, so then she's gone to find out where he is, or the conversation run to an end. So it's almost like they want to be around, and if I am there, I'm like, sticking out like a sore thumb, like I'm sort of there because I have to be. But as soon as Chad leaves, they just go and follow Chad, right? Like they don't want to speak to me.
Legit. Let me just finish this point because I'm going to try and finish up this stream soon. Going back to this guy who wrote this poem, I would say take the cues from the women's behavior, like everything we've just been saying over the last 30 minutes somewhat. How women treat you, that should give you a clue as to whether it's worth you approaching a woman. But if you are going to go out on a limb, I advise you to go out on a limb once in your life, like maybe once in your life. Just say, let's see if I can be an outlier. She doesn't like me, but let's see if it takes an approach to, let's just try it. Let's just, once in my life, it's not going to kill me. It will hurt me, but it won't kill me. Let me just try it. If you do, I think I can hear a super chat coming, so let me just stop. I've got food in my mouth. Hopefully the super chat comes soon because I don't want to. My brain is like a sieve, and I don't want to forget what I was about to say.
I
Here
think
it comes. Here it. Hold up. Hold up.
Here's the thing, even if you are ugly in your environment, you are attractive in other environments, countries, etc.
Yeah, that's
Not.
Yeah, no.
Nope.
I would say that is true in a way. So,
Yeah.
obviously, you're gonna work
Nuanced.
JBW pill, for example.
Yeah.
So, for me, in my country, I am, not getting any action. Right. I go to Indonesia. I go to the Philippines. I can get laid.
Yeah.
Right. So, because I'm white. Now, it's not going to work for everyone, but he's got a point there in a way that you can increase your chances of getting laid.
Yeah.
Like,
But look what it takes going to the third world, where your SMV comes mostly from your money. Women aren't into your status. It isn't. Women aren't into you for your Now, I get some of what women like about a man is status, so you do have to rely on status somewhat. But when when it comes to the situation where a woman who wouldn't date you if she were living in your country, she would consider it harassment if you sat next to her on the bus, and now you're trying to date this woman. You should know, if you're black-pilled, you should know that she doesn't actually view you as a long-term partner, or there is no lust, no intimacy there. It's all about what you can do for her.
Yeah, no,
financially.
Yeah, exactly
It's important.
Like, it's not going to last, right? Like, you might get laid from that, but like she's also got the ulterior motive of wanting you to get her green card or get her citizenship in the country you're from, right? She get to the West. So if you bring her back to the West, it's not going to last. She's just going to, monkey branch leave you and go fuck Chad. So, I mean, you're absolutely right in that sense. But you can go to these other countries and have sex.
It's
a misconception.
Yeah, go ahead, Pook. I was just going to say quickly.
I just wanted to say.
Yeah, you go ahead.
I was going to say it's a misconception that if you go to another country, you suddenly become more attractive and everybody wants you. Nobody wants you. You do not become more attractive if you go to Southeast Asia. What you become is more desirable economically and for your status. Women are not attracted to you, but they think that I want to secure this man to see what can I get from him. It's not because they find you attractive. It's because they think that they're going to get something from you if they can somehow secure you. Some kind of provision, some kind of resource. Who knows, maybe even you'll take them away from Southeast Asia. And red pillars seem to believe that, women will fall in love with you in Asia. They won't. They'll fall in love with the idea. They're going to fall in love with the idea of what a white guy can give them. If you bring them to the West, then they will just disappear.
I will say I'm going to push back a little. I'm going to push back a little bit on that. If you go to countries like South Korea and Japan, maybe even China, those countries are first world / second world enough where their attraction to you isn't purely financial. So if you like Japan, if you go to Japan and you're a white guy, they aren't dating you to get out of like a financial situation for the most part. It's also because Japanese culture reveres white people. Like if you look at Japanese manga and anime, they revere white people. Japanese, the whole meme of Asian women dating white men. So there is some legitimacy to the just be white meme, where if you're white,
but it dissolves pretty quickly.
Yeah, but if you're going to like Thailand or Singapore, then it's just a financial thing. But Japan, South Korea, I would say there is some legitimacy to that relationship. She does revere you for who you are, not how much money you have.
I think it's a bit of a brainwashing because of the culture, as you said, that they can genuinely brainwash themselves into reverence of your status. So actually you do have a point that in countries like Japan and South Korea, women are capable of brainwashing themselves into that. So I can agree with that point.
Okay, I keep going off the subject. Go ahead, Nick.
I can as well, because
Yeah, no. So, like in Japan, like you look at sex rates in Japan, they're through the floor because Japanese. There's not a lot of immigration in Japan, so Japanese women are not having
Empowered.
sex. They're,
They're
just not having
empowered.
sex with Japanese men.
They're empowered,
Yeah,
not to
because
date
they
men.
don't, yeah, they don't want to. So when a white guy comes to Japan, it's like the holy grail for them because they're not getting laid. They're not choosing not to have sex with Japanese men. They're just waiting for white men to come.
Yes.
Right? Yes, exactly. So in that sense, it's like, I'm not here. I go to Japan. It's not that I've become more attractive. It's just that my environment has changed. Now, this is happening less and less, I would say, as, more and more countries get more like first world as well. So C-maxing is not going to be as effective, 20, 30 years from now.
Okay, I keep trying to finish this point, but I never succeed. Like I said, this video that we just watched, this guy, Red Pillars will say he got rejected because he wrote this girl a poem. I would agree that not writing this girl, sorry, I would agree that writing this girl a poem was the wrong way to go about it. But I disagree that he got rejected because he wrote the girl a poem. It was because she didn't like his face. Like she said, I'm not feeling you. If you're going to confess your love to a woman, I would say do it in a way where you can retain some dignity. So don't say, I love you, here's my poem, baby. Don't do that. Say to a girl, like, it should be clear to you if you're black-pilled, whether a girl likes you or not because of the way she treats you. But if you just want to go out on a limb, what you should do is invite a girl for a coffee. That way, if she says no, I don't want to go out with you to get coffee, then it's clear she doesn't like you, and you've retained some dignity. You haven't said, hey baby, I love you, I want to marry you, I worship the ground you walk on. Like, you've just said, do you want to go out for coffee? And you retain some dignity. So that's my advice. If you want to go out on a limb, and I think I advise all men to go out on a limb. Don't take advice from FACEandLMS, said thoughtful peasant. I advise every man to go out on a limb at least once in your life. Like, just try it once. Like, just, hey, we see outliers. You may be an outlier. You may have just swallowed this black pill and you may not actually be ugly. There are so many guys that I see saying, oh, it's over for me, bro. I'm incel, bro. Then I see their picture and I'm like, what? Like, you're like an 18-year-old Chad Light. Like, what are you speaking about? Why are you here?
Yeah. No.
So I would. That's my advice.
Yeah, because I mean, obviously, don't be like 18 years old. Approach one woman. I'm injecting me. I mean,
yeah.
You have to actually go out and approach women, and like you'll find out pretty quickly where you stand. It's not going to take you very long to find out. But don't just approach one woman and she rejects you and be like, oh, I'm incel.
Now, it is hard. It is hard to get a woman, but don't think your one approach qualifies you as incel. I've got like lots of rejections under my belt. You're not born knowing how to interact with women and saying the right things. You're not born knowing how to have a perfect interaction. Now, obviously, Chad doesn't need to have the perfect interaction, but I'm just saying, like, if you're like 17 years old and you walk up to a girl and you say, Becky, I like you, and your pussy smells nice. I mean, I want to go on a date with you. If you take that as your base, as your I'm incel because that interaction went wrong, you're wrong. Like, you will need to have a few interactions before you know whether it's fully over for you. Don't come onto my stream and listen to me, and you're 16, and you've done one approach, go out there, find out if you're actually incel. Now, I will welcome you with open arms if you come back and said, hey, man, bro, I've approached women. I've approached women in different circumstances. I've learned, like, I've improved myself. I've looks maxed. I've improved my confidence. I've spoken to women. I've gotten, like, I've grown as a person, and I'm still incel. Then I will welcome you, because you've proven that you're actually incel. But don't come to me when you're like 15 and say, hey, bro, man, I spoke to one girl. She didn't like me. Therefore, I'm incel for the rest of my life. You're just wasting time. Trust me, I don't want to be incel. I don't know if you guys realize this. I'm talking to YouTube, not you, Nick and Pook. I don't know if you 15-year-old, 16, 18-year-olds realize this. I don't want to be this guy making YouTube videos, going to die alone with my cats eating me. I don't want to be that guy. And if you're sensible, you don't want to be that guy either. I've ended up this way through interactions with women and rejections. So if you can do anything to avoid this, please do it. Please do it.
Yeah.
All right. Let me just do you want to make a quick response before we go into the next video?
I also, I'll just quick. People think that we want to be like we want to, be here and not actually getting any action, and we're losers and we want to be losers. No, we want to actually get laid. Like, we would want them not to be real, right? Like, we would prefer to actually get laid. So it's not that we haven't tried hard enough, gone out there enough. I'm talking about, like, me personally, right? Like yourself as well, because at your age you would know by. But I also agree that haven't got to approach women, and maybe they're like a little bit shy.
Hold up, you're starting to break up. Let me just, I don't know what's going on with your connection. Do you want to disconnect from the call and come back? Because you're starting. All right, let's finish your point. Let's see if your connection heals itself.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
better now?
It like every 5 seconds it dips out.
Right. I'll disconnect and I'll hop back on, and I'll see if it's any better. All right.
Yeah. Okay. Dip out, come back. Pook, cool. I feel like I've interrupted you a lot today. So here's your chance to just speak without me interrupting.
It's my time to speak without interruption. Well,
go for it.
Well, as you were saying, people think that we enjoy the situation. He's returned.
Yeah.
We do not enjoy it. We want affection. We want romance. We want intimacy. We want to feel good about ourselves, and we would do anything if it was available to us to get out of this situation. But there is nothing available to us because we've tried. And the reason we are here, we have just resigned and started talking about it as a community of how miserable we are, is because we've tried basically everything. Sure, there still may be an end for us, but the fact is we are not expecting it. We just assume the worst, but that doesn't mean we don't hope for the best. All of us have hope.
Yes.
That's how we cope. We hope things will get better, but they just don't, and the years start going, and they don't start coming.
Legit.
And the Shrek song starts, but
yeah. Okay. All right.
Obviously we are still hoping, for outliers or because they do exist, right? They do exist. And obviously for myself personally, I still live in hope that maybe I can, find someone here in the West. But I mean, it's unlikely, but I'm not sitting here closing up and saying that I don't want it to happen. Of course I want it to happen, but I understand the black pill and the realities of the black pill, that it is very unlikely.
Okay, right. So let me just close out by saying, red pillars will say he said the wrong words. I agree that his approach was wrong, but I disagree that she would have given him a different response had he said different words. That's my feedback on that. All right, let's move on. All right, so I think that's done. All right, so it's only ugly if he's it's only creepy if he's ugly. So let's try this video one more time. He says, maybe again, who knows. We'll try this video one more time. This was a video that went viral. I'll shut up. Hopefully you can see it without too much buffering. Hopefully you can. How many people are watching, by the way, before we close out this stream?
1,031.
Wow, that's amazing.
Welcome to the 1K club.
1K club. I am so glad. Thank you guys for instilling I was going to say faith, but I mean inseldom in me. Thank you for that. All right, let's watch this video. It's only creepy if he's ugly. So this girl was speaking about the recent I don't want to say that word. The recent illness complication. Chad 19 illness going around, and in the middle of a Chad 19 illness, this happens.
I feel as if masks are not 100% important. I feel as if you want to
interrupt. A spontaneous kiss from someone that she doesn't know.
Oh my God.
Look at her face. Like before we even get into it, look at that.
So much joy.
Yeah.
Exhilaration.
Wow. Look. Imagine you kiss a girl and her face is like that. No, sorry. Just need to break it down. Thank you, Siggies and Booze. Great stream, he said. Not like, what was I going to say? This isn't like at the end of a 2-hour date and he's kissing her and her reaction is like this. He met her like before this interview with CTV News. He met her for about 2 seconds just to say, oh, my dog is this species, your dog is that species, hi, bye, see ya. And that was the only interaction they had. And then he came back, gave her a kiss, and this is her reaction. So this isn't after a date where they've gotten to know each other, where she's gotten to know his personality, his confidence, his game. This is just knowing his face. So let me just go back.
Yeah.
Take this, Rolo Tomasi, who he mentioned me by name on his stream. I'm gonna have a stream with him when I get a new PC, by the way. So if you look at his stream in which he commented on this video, he mentioned me by name. He said, "Hey, the FACEandLMS people, thank you for tuning in," he said. So I think the stream between me and him and I, correct answer, is gonna come soon. So let's go back.
If masks are not 100% important, I feel as if you want to...
Sorry to interrupt. A spontaneous kiss from someone that she doesn't know.
What were you gonna say?
I was just going to say, look at the anticipation. Like, she's looking at him like, oh my God, what's he doing? Oh my God, is he about to like approach my face?
Oh, really?
I
missed that. I missed
so
that.
much anticipation in the eyes.
Okay, we keep playing this. I don't think it gets boring because it's just so much black.
Look at his jawline
as
well.
If you want to...
Sorry to interrupt.
Oh, there it is, right there. Oh,
that's the look of like, please.
I feel like going to bed.
Please kiss me. Look at those eyes.
I feel like going to bed. I feel like going to bed in the middle of a highway. A busy highway. I feel like going to bed. That is so brutal. Oh, it's so over.
That's what a girl looks like when she wants you to kiss her.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, good night.
And you're telling me if some 5'4" Indian guy did that there would be the same reaction? Of course.
Exactly.
Right? It's all about your face and height. So obvious.
Ouch. Ouch. All right. So look at that reaction.
It's
oh my God.
Over.
It's over. Good night, sweet prince.
I love it when you say that, man. That's so
It's
brutal.
over. You'll never have a girlfriend. You might as well give up right now. I should open an ASMR channel. Like,
you should do a documentary, man. You've got a documentary narrator's voice.
You'll never have a girlfriend. If I were you, I'd have trouble just getting out of bed. Okay, let's continue.
Good night.
A spontaneous kiss from someone that she doesn't know.
From someone she doesn't know.
Someone she doesn't know. Look at the excitement.
She's
look at
become
the pleasure
dopey.
on her face.
The kiss.
Yes, yeah, that is a very good point. Actually, the dopamine just goes to her head.
The kiss lost her about 50 IQ points. She's like, oh
my God.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. He's so hot. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Hot.
He's so hot. Oh my God. Over for us. I feel like digging a hole and burying myself in it. Okay. It's over. Oh. Okay. 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 All right. Let's certified Tyrone. I wish I was drunk. I'm pretty sober.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's continue.
Oh my God. No, I met him for a second with my dog. That's insane.
Are you all right?
The snort.
What did she just do?
Jeez.
What was that?
Like, she snorted. She was so happy to see him.
That's insane.
Are you all right?
Oh, wow. This is so brutal. Like,
yeah.
That's insane.
Are you all right?
Yeah, he's so hot.
She said, yeah, he's so hot.
There you go.
She said, he's so hot. So hot. So when I was watching Rolo Tomasi's stream, he was trying to shoehorn this into Red Pill. Like, this man took action. That's why she was attracted. Now to give Rolo some credit, he did say that the majority of her response to him was his looks. So Sammy said oink. It's over for snort cells. Rolo, who is a red pilled guy, did admit that most of her reaction was his face. So I have that's why I want to speak to Rolo, because I feel he is open to the black pill. Like, he's open to he may not agree with the black pill, but he's open to black pill aspects, and he's very open-minded. So that's why I want to speak to him. He's a pretty decent guy. Like, I can watch his videos. Like, but sorry, let me just finish. The overarching theme of this video is it was his looks. That you cannot frame it any other way. It was his looks that did it. It was, now he's not the best looking guy. He's so hot. He's not the best looking guy, but he's like 6.57, good jaw, and maybe that's where she feels comfortable. Like, I'm not saying that every woman wants a 9 out of 10 Chad. Maybe some women are happy with the 6.5 to 7 Chad light Brad. But it was his face that did it. It was his face and height that did it. So it was a black pill. So I'm sorry if you want to shoehorn this into red pill, like, oh, it was his taking action. get the F out of here. It was not his taking action. Now,
Yeah,
taking
yes, I
action
mean,
did play a part, but it was mostly
yes.
like if the balding janitor Indian 5'2" guy took action, it would not be this reaction that he received.
If he took action, it would be a class action lawsuit against him.
Yeah, he would be arrested. He would be arrested on the spot. That's what that would be. So, I mean, when he says he took action, yeah, the Chad took action. So this is when I talk about like the shy Chad that maybe he doesn't approach women, right? And then he stumbles upon like the red pill or whatever and says, be confident, bro, approach women. And that shit works for Chad. So for him, that's why they relay this information to us. Oh, just do what I do, bro. Just be confident. Yeah, but that works for you. It doesn't work. It's not going to work for us.
Let's take a call. Pardon me. Let's take Rai. Sorry, because he's been Rai is cussing me. He called me an asshole. Let's take Ryan right now. Let's see if he changes his tune. So Rai is cussing me out. I probably have missed his call for a long time or something. So let's take him. Rai is about to be live on Looks Live. Hopefully he's hopefully speaking to him will he will be less angry at me. Hey man, I'm taking calls from everybody. Like, it's hard to prioritize and order this thing. So he's not responding. So let me take like I did call. Like, let me just send him a message. I called you. You did not respond. There you go. Should we take Renell for like about a minute? This is going to lose us about 100 viewers. Should I not take him? Right, let's not do that. Let's take him Trim.
Who's Renell?
Renell is a coping guy. It would just waste. It will waste time. It's just too much blue pill. Let's not do that. Let's take Trim. So Trim, I'm going to add him right now.
How about we spice things up and take a woman?
Oh my gosh, no, that lost me about 100 views.
Let's not do that. Last time we did that, I think we lost 250 viewers.
Wait, the hell is Renell? Renell is using a different. I'm gonna take him out. Renell is using a different 2 usernames to get on. So
let's ask the people, who do they want to see?
All right, they don't want to see women. Trust me.
Please, no blue pillars. They say.
Okay, no blue pillars. Right, let's take Trim.
Okay.
So Trim, I'm trying to take Trim. Maybe he hasn't added me as a friend. hasn't added me as a face. Let me take Brown Incel Down Under. We took him last week. Let's take him really quick. This time round. All right, Brown. So I'm outnumbered by Australians right now. When we get him on, so we've got Russian Australians and an Indian Australian. So let me add him. Brown Incel Down Under. What the hell was that about? I think
what is going on?
No idea. I think his connection messed up. All right, let's try and take. Okay, yeah. XXYYXX. So let me take him right now. XXYYXX. If you don't want me to read out your name, change your name.
That's the chromosomes of a Apache helicopter.
All right, let's see if we can take
XXYYXX.
All right, so Brown Incel Down Under made it. I think he's on. Brown Incel Down Under, are you live? Are you there?
Yes. Thanks for picking up my call today.
Good day, mate. How's it going, mate? How you going, mate? Good day. Australia, mate.
Yeah, I'm all right.
Chad, Australia, mate.
Yeah, right, eh?
Righto, mate.
Australia, mate.
G'day. So,
shrimps on a barbie, mate.
So, how's it going? How you going, mate? How you going, mate? Yeah, g'day.
I'm all right.
Struth.
It is so true because I used to work as a carer back when I was
A
at
what? A
university,
carer?
and
Caregiver? A
yeah,
carer?
so
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, pretty much.
All
Like
right.
I used to work as a disability support worker,
All right.
and I would run into all these, like these youngish guys like Chads or whatever. They
Mm-hmm.
they tell me about how they travel to Japan, and it's like playing it on easy mode, and they'd say that it was unfair for Asian guys because these guys they were like over 5 foot, white, blonde hair on top of
All
that.
right.
So yeah, they'd get a lot of matches on Tinder, and they would often tell me that it's really unfair to be a white guy in Japan. And that's that's just also true in Australia. Like if you're a tall white male, you still get the same treatment. Not just in dating, but in other aspects as well.
Okay, as a brown Australian, is there anything that these two white Australians don't understand? And how tall are you, by the way? And like, I'll let you guys interact for a second. You're what? You're what?
I'm 5'6".
You're 5'6". So just imagine what this guy is going through.
Yeah, I mean it's going to be even worse than what I've gone through. I mean I'm 5'10", so I've got it's not short height, and I'm white, right? Even though my face is not up to par, at least I've got sort of the JBW pill, and I've got a decent height. It must be even basically 100 times harder for this guy, and he can't go to Southeast Asia and get laid. That option doesn't exist for him.
Okay.
I'm 6'4", and
Wow,
I at
okay.
least get treated with respect, even if it's like cold and distant, and women are not interested in talking to me. Oh, what happened to my voice? Jesus, my voice went up there for a second.
Chad 19.
At least I get treated with respect. I have so much sympathy for guys who are not my height and not white, because I cannot relate, and I cannot imagine what it must be like to get that kind of condescension from women, and that kind of aggression, and like, oh, just go F yourself, I don't want to talk to you. And you, like, I can imagine you probably see hatred in women's eyes. For me, it's just distance, respectful distance. That's what I get,
Ouch.
See, I knew it was over at the age of 18. I didn't even try after that. Like, I just knew there's no point.
No.
I never installed Tinder. I was on POF for a little bit, but yeah, look, I never put in my real stats. I tried putting in 5'9", and I still did not get anything. So 5'6".
Yeah, that is a bad option. Yeah, don't do that. If you're going to fraud your stats, you saying you're 5'9" would be better off saying you're 6'1", because women don't understand height.
Don't
they think
say
5'9" is like 5'5".
No, that's too much of a jump. Like, you can't jump from 5'7" to 6'1".
Oh yeah, right. Yeah. That's a good point as well.
Yeah,
Another
because
thing
women
while
are,
I was
some women
sort
are,
of,
most women are 5'7", at least in heels. So if you're gonna say you're 6'1" and you're the same height, then it will be worse for you.
Yeah, it's not gonna work. Yeah,
it'll be worse for you
Yeah,
if you lie
you're
and
just
get
gonna
caught
get
out.
to the date, and then they're gonna be like, "What the fuck?" Yeah, good point.
Pook.
I was going to say, have I mentioned I have a Chad brother?
Oh, yeah.
Like
it always happens.
Full Chad brother. And I grew up with that. Those experiences that I can compare my brother's experiences to my own, and to just live through that. Oh, it's horrible. Yeah. But no, but let's continue with Brown and Soul. What was he saying?
Yeah, exactly. Finish your point,
No,
Brown Answer.
I was just saying that I've got a mate who's about 5'10", quite successful, and good looking. He's also from a subcontinental background. He's Pakistani,
Okay.
which is more like the Scandinavians of the Indian people, I guess. They're more taller, more lighter skinned, sharper features. And I remember how he would message a lot of Indian women who are like a lot shorter than he is, and they were also, I guess, a bit darker in a way.
Wait,
And
stop.
these women straight up
Hold up. He's messaging Indian women in Australia. He's Pakistani in Australia. He's messaging Indian women in Australia, right? Or is this in? Oh, it's in Australia. Okay.
And most of these women would just reply back in a very savage manner saying, sorry, I'm not into India, which is,
Wow.
quite funny because he doesn't even look Indian.
Yeah, they're into white guys, basically.
Exactly.
It's
So any
just be
Indian girl
white,
was on.
just be white forever. You know how much you want to discredit it. Ethnic women are into it. Like, the best caliber of black women, like the most refined, most intelligent, most educated black women, they will be either into high status black men, like NBA CEO black men, or a 4 out of 10 white guy. It seems like the best of any ethnic race want white men.
Read the book The Black Pill Theory, Why Incels Are Right and You Are Wrong by Dr. Castle. It actually mentions FACE and LMS in particular in the book. Excellent book, on Amazon. Please read it.
Okay, I'll check it out. I've heard of that book. It's been spoken about, so I'll check it out. Does anyone want to?
$2.99 at Walmart.
$2.99 for that price. I should get it. Brown Incel, do you have a final point? Because I'm gonna keep on moving.
Yeah, no, I just wanted to sort of I just mention a story about this client I had while I was
Did you finish the story of the Indian woman who wanted a? Oh yeah, you said that she wanted a white guy. Okay, let's move on. Yep.
Yeah. So this is an actual story that is a real life event. So there's this kid I used to look after who is half Indian. Half
Wait, sorry.
white.
Can you say that again?
His
I missed
mum
that.
is-
This who?
There was a client of mine. Who
Client. Okay, she's a woman.
Yeah.
It's a woman.
So he's it's a disabled client.
Disabled client. Okay.
So he's autistic, severely
Oh.
autistic. I used to be a carer. Turns out that his mother's Indian and his dad's white Australian.
Okay.
On top of that, the story is about how this woman, she obviously wanted to go for a tall white man.
Yeah.
And she was successful in getting him.
Yep.
Look what happened. She ended up getting an autistic child who's under the protection of the state.
Wow. So there you go. For the ethnic women who think, let me just date a white guy because my child will have all of the opportunities and will be advantaged. In this case, her child came out disabled.
That's
I
right.
think,
yeah. They don't always win.
Not always, especially if it's a male. Like a male is like such a knife edge decision. If you give birth, or if your potential offspring is a woman, like even if she's like slightly disabled, slightly ugly, slightly whatever, she will still reproduce. It's like the safest bet. But if you try for if you have a boy, then it's, unless he's a Chad, especially in 2020, it's almost certainly over, or it's going to be difficult for him.
Yeah, because you imagine it's so hard now when he's like, when you have a kid, by the time he's like 20, like it's going to be 100 times worse than it is now. And we even see these like disabled women, women with missing limbs, getting able-bodied normies, like able-bodied Chad lights to have sex with them and reproduce. So disabled women are going to be able to find partners, right? Find men that want to have sex with them. Disabled men, I mean, no chance. If you're again, yeah, it's right. If you're not Chad or Chad Light, it's pretty much over.
Okay, Brown Incel Down Under. It's time to put the brakes on this call.
No worries. Thanks for having
But
me.
thank you. All right, thank you. Goodbye. Thank you very much for your call. Let's just keep it moving really fast. This guy want to call? I don't know. Let me just see. Watching your stream, man. Watch the whole thing so far. This is for all right. He didn't say call. SBMY. I don't know if I've learnt from last week that if someone sounds too autistic, I need to get rid of them instantly. SB. So if this guy is autistic, he's gone straight away. Renell is calling me. Renell, no. Renell, not today. So SBMY, you're on Looks Live. Please don't be autistic.
Okay.
Hey.
So I heard like most of the stream, and I agree with it about 90%. But,
Okay, tell me about that 10%.
Okay, so basically, okay, so I talked about myself before and how I was like this like 19-year-old like 5'4" guy, and how I'm not incel, right? But you know, I know that like in the incel community, right? They talk about like novels and how like most people believe that they don't exist.
What are you saying?
Oh, like
what?
you know how you know what novel stands for, right?
What?
Not all women are like
Novel.
Oh, AWOL.
Yeah,
oh, not all women are like that.
Oh,
NAWALT.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah.
NAWALT.
Right.
Yeah.
So most people in the incel community seem to agree that they don't exist, but I've met more than one.
Okay, so you've met more
before.
than one. Does that mean 3.5 billion?
What I'm saying is that like if in any like large enough community, whether it be like a workplace or school or wherever, I'll give my high school as an example, right? There's gonna be like at least that one girl who's willing to date like who
Okay,
like,
so
dates guys
that
who are-
one girl who's willing to date ugly guys. How many guys are chasing her?
How many guys are chasing her?
Yeah.
It's not going to just be one guy chasing her.
Exactly.
Right?
It's not
There's
just
gonna
you
be
chasing her.
Quite a few. So again, it's this myth that there's this magical unicorn that exists that will want to date ugly guys. No, because she's going to be pursued by a whole range of guys. She will choose the best option available to her.
That's the surprising part. Some of them don't, because I remember like at my school, like there's this girl, right? And I remember she dated 3 guys. 2 of them were shorter than her and had bad faces, and then the other one was the same height as her and also had a bad face, and none of them had strong jawlines. None of them were high status or anything like that.
Okay, I'm gonna make you finish your point quickly because I'm getting a lot of people saying "flush you." I think people are tired of blue pill.
Yeah, no, I know.
All
I'm
right.
sure I'm gonna get hate, right?
All right, so like in about 30 seconds, sum it up.
Okay, so basically, I wouldn't have come on here if I was an incel myself. But it's like tons of people go on here and say, I've heard of this person or I know this person who's not an incel and they're ugly. But I myself have had that experience, right? Like I'm short, I'm ugly, I'm half Asian, and I'm not incel. So I'm just wondering, like, I just want to know, like, how much hope there really is for other ugly guys, because I think there's a lot more hope than most people in the community seem to realize.
Well, outliers don't prove the rule.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
No, I
the
know.
black pill proves, the trends, statistics, dating studies, observable reality, trends in which society are heading towards.
Right.
So
Right,
you
no,
might
I
find.
agree. But I'm saying, like.
So.
Yeah, what do you say?
Yeah. So what's your point then?
What I'm saying is, I don't think it would be as difficult as a lot of incels make it out to be.
You don't think
it is?
Wrong.
Like
just completely wrong.
Okay, what are you
Just
basing
play
that
the,
off? You do. Yeah. What are you basing that off? I don't think.
My own personal experience.
Yeah, exactly. That's where you're going wrong. You're
Yeah,
basing your
your
personal
own personal
experience.
experience doesn't disprove statistics.
Exceptions do not invalidate the
in
rule.
society because
I know
you
that.
found this one chick.
No, I know
Exceptions
that
don't invalidate the rule.
I know that not every ugly guy is going to ascend. I'm not saying that everyone can ascend, but I'm saying that I think that your chances are better than what you realize. I've seen pictures of some guys in the incel community who are easily better looking than me.
Yeah, fake
And
cells.
yet I'm surprised. But it surprises me when I realize that, there are these guys who say, oh, I've approached like 100 women and I've never had results. And I'm like, I haven't even approached close to that.
Okay, this is getting really blue pill. All right. In
Yeah,
closing,
so just
in
because
closing,
you haven't
yeah.
doesn't.
In closing, do you want to make a final point before you go off into the sunset?
Into the abyss.
I'm just saying that I think there's more hope that you guys realize.
Yeah, I wish
if you
there
want to
were.
talk for a longer period later, sure.
Yeah, I would like to do that. The audience doesn't want to hear so blue pill, so got to keep it moving. So thanks for your call.
Viewers are
flush.
Yeah, okay.
flashing right now.
All right, so they're saying flush. Oh wow, something fell over in my room. All right, so yeah, we got to keep on moving.
Keep it moving.
Don't stop, she said. I have to keep on moving. All right, thanks for your call.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you. Goodbye. He's gone.
Gone.
All right. I'm not taking Renell. I'm not. I don't want to. It's Rai. We've 2 calls in a row. It's Rai. So Rai, I invited on like a while ago, and he wasn't ready. So Rai.
Sorry, I did not hear.
Okay.
Who are the other people here? I only know you from the YouTube channel.
All right. We have Nick.
So it's
Nick and Pukabot.
So I'm
All
down
right.
under cell, couple of down under cells.
All right, guys. I would like if we do not have a hostile environment here. Okay, like can we like have a mature discussion?
All right.
Oh,
Yeah,
I don't know what's coming next. Okay.
But I know that there's going to be some blue pill on the way.
Here we go.
No. I just have some questions. That's all.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, we understand.
Okay, so I've been following your channel, and I do agree with a lot of the stuff that you say. Like, especially, I like because I'm not from the US, so I have no clue. Like, wait, is this on YouTube?
Is this on YouTube?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your mic is really bad. Sorry, your mic is really bad. Sorry.
I can't hear what you're saying.
Yeah, exactly. We may have to like end this call real quick.
Oh, I did not know this was on YouTube, but whatever, it's okay. So I don't know how much of your theory is based on the country where the people are from. Like, I don't know, maybe American women are more entitled than, let's say, in Europe, where I'm from. Because where I'm from, there is not this lookism culture as much as you say there is. And the proof that you give, I mean, I think it might be legit in the US because I do not know. I've never been there. But where I'm from, like, I'm just going to say it's in Eastern Europe. Like, nobody gives a shit too much about looks. As long as you're not ugly, like, they judge you harshly on other stuff. I'm not saying they don't judge you.
Yeah,
but it's not looks. So I don't know if it's more social conditioning or biological.
Yeah, in Eastern Europe, it's different. Eastern Europe and South America are traditional, still somewhat traditional. So I don't think you can appreciate what we go through because your experience is quite literally 180 degrees different from our experience.
Yeah, I've found in those countries they still value like money and status more than looks. Especially in like certain like rural or like small villages in those like Eastern European countries. So yeah, it is different, but it's trending to be like the West. Like it's not going to be like that forever. So the major cities, so like Moscow, St. Petersburg, major Russian cities are starting to become more westernized. Right, so it's only a matter of time before Western culture seeps through into all parts of Eastern Europe. So it's only going to get harder.
Oh, by the
But
way,
it's not going to be like that forever.
By the way, you guys, Nick, Pook, you are from Russia originally. Have you been to Russia, and can you like bear witness to the changing face of Russia in terms of hypergamy?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Well,
Yeah.
it's like I said, the forum posts that I was talking about earlier, and how there was a journalist who came into a Facebook group and was asking girls, can you please list how many guys you've had romantic interactions with, and please tell us, do you regret what you did, or are you satisfied with your partner count? And there were girls who were like 12 years old, 13, 14, 15, who were saying, I've had 10 guys, I've had 15 guys, I've had 20 guys. No, I don't regret it. So definitely young girls in Russia are going.
Yeah, like maybe there isn't that culture of like online dating yet in Russia as much, like Tinder and a hookup culture through that. But they are still meeting Chads just in real life, like
Yeah.
in bars, pubs, things like that. So that's definitely happening. So in the smaller villages, I would say probably not as much.
Yeah.
Because I've been to a few of them because that's where my parents were originally from. So I've got like relatives in like smaller villages. And you go over there, and it is a lot more traditional in those places, right? There's no online dating and hookups. It's more. It reminds me more of how the West would have been in like the 60s and 70s, of where like women will value like a hardworking beta provider more in those places than they do in the West now. But yeah, the major cities are becoming more and more westernized.
Right. Do you have a final point before you get yeeted off into a finer, better place?
Yes. My question is like regarding the objectivity of the way that girls rate guys. Like what I've noticed is that sometimes you make it's like a formula, but from my experience, like I've seen like girls with guys that personally I would not find that attractive, or vice versa. And I don't think there's like this clear formula unless the guy is really good looking, like let's say Chris Hemsworth, or if he's like legit ugly, then yes, it's kind of universal. But for most guys, it's like some girls will think you're like cute or like decent looking. Some will say like I don't like him. So for maybe like I don't know what percentage, but for a large percentage of guys, it kind of depends a bit. So yeah, I do agree. If a girl thinks you're ugly, you're kind of fucked. But I feel like it's much a bit more subjective. It's not like this clear formula. Otherwise,
I disagree. I think that women have this sort of set standard of what they find attractive, right? Like they are attracted to height, they are attracted to strong jawlines, hunter eyes, they're attracted to
bone law.
You know, people with but bone, like compact mid face, right? So some women may like Chads, they might like Tyrones, they might like Changs, but they like different flavors of the same thing.
Same
Right?
good-looking
So
guy, yeah.
men are more subjective, but women are not. Women have the same standards. I think what a lot of men struggle with is they don't know how to rate like other men properly. So they think that everybody's like average if they're not, like completely hideous.
Yeah.
Because they don't really know what to look for.
Exactly. Most men don't know what.
But
Most
then
men
how
don't.
do you-
Most men don't know what upper eyelid exposure is. Most men don't know like how high how high cheekbones should be to be attractive.
What about limbal rings?
Oh, exactly. Most men don't know that, so they just think.
Gonial angle.
That most men think,
don't know
this
about that
this
stuff.
guy's not like a Norwood 7 bald, therefore he's attractive. So
listen, an important factor you need to note as well is that the relationship is not linear. It's not like a 10 out of 10 guy gets like 100% of women, 9 out of 10 guy gets 90% of women. It's not like that. Once you get below 8, if you go to 7, it's like 1 in 100. I mean, like 1 in 50 girls, right? Then if you go to 6, it's an exponential drop. It's like
Yeah,
1
the
in
drop is
250.
not linear.
And then if you go to 5, it's like 1 in 1,000. And then if you go below 5, it's like 1 in 10,000 girls. So sure, everybody still has potential. Like if you're 1 in 100,000, then you can still find that one. But it's 1 in 100,000, dude. Like, have an understanding of the statistical likelihood of whether, I mean, how likely it is to happen, you know? And people just think it's a linear relationship, that if you're like 5, 6, 7, 8, then all these men have it roughly equal in terms of chance. They don't. Every step you get below 8 is an exponential drop. And that's what people don't realize.
Yes, but
the drop. Yeah, that's exactly right.
yes, but most people are not 8 or higher. That's like how much? 10, 15% of the population, 20 at most.
But
How is
that's
that?
the 80-20 rule. So that's when the 80-20 rule comes into it, right?
And that's why so
80% of women
many
are having
women
sex with
are.
the top 20% of men.
But most guys have had a relationship in their life. If they're
Yeah. They've been settled for. They've been settled for. They've been settled for. They've been dumped.
Yes, and also they're turbulent.
Exactly.
Those relationships where the guy is average, like there've been studies on this, that when there's a huge looks discrepancy, then those relationships are turbulent, and from the woman's side, she's always finding excuses or motivation to cheat. And if she cheats, she excuses it and says, I just wasn't getting what I wanted from the relationship.
Yeah.
Relationships with a big looks discrepancy are just turbulent as hell. So
They've had relationships, so like these relationships don't last. Like maybe she's with him for a while, but then she just finds someone better. She finds Chad, so she might settle because of certain other factors for a while, but then at the end of the day, she leaves him, right?
Nick,
Chad.
a big point that people are not seeing is that they mistake a relationship for a happy relationship, for a successful relationship. Some relationships are turbulent. Some relationships are dead bedroom. Some relationships are where the girl is barely pays attention to the guy. Some relationships are so on the knife edge.
On Reddit a lot.
Yeah,
I see a lot on Reddit these posts where like, I love my husband or I love my boyfriend, but I'm not sexually attracted to him. How do I deal with this? Jeez.
Okay, right. We've had it's been great speaking to you, but got to keep it moving, bro. So thanks for your call.
5-4.
Right, got to keep it moving. So thanks for your call.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
Thank you. Let's take XXYYXX. You're live on Looks Live. You made it. No. How are you?
I'm good, mate. How are you?
I said no. Do you not understand me? I'm not good. How are you? But thanks for asking.
So I didn't
I'm joking.
I didn't hear you though.
I'm joking. I appreciate you. I appreciate you asking. Speak now, because I speak too much. So here's your chance to speak.
So basically, I think that looks do matter, but there's other factors at play. I think
absolutely minimal.
I think one of the main factors when it comes to attraction is social dominance.
Oh God. Triple.
You just hold frame, bro. Be dominant.
Just hold frame, bro. Just be high value, bro.
Well, yeah. That is what I believe.
Oh, really? Okay.
Has it given you success? That's the question. Have you found success?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, but you're probably not ugly. Yeah, but you're probably not. You probably weren't incel ever.
Yeah, but you're probably. Yeah, like you're probably got like a normie, like maybe like a high tier normie, mid tier normie. So
why are the callers all red pilled? Like, it's amazing. How many people listen to this show who don't believe in the black pill? It's so amazing. Like, the audience is mostly red pillars.
Well, I didn't say that looks don't matter. I said that they do matter a lot. But there is other factors at play. Like if you have someone that's completely socially retarded.
Yes,
but
yes,
they're
yes,
good
yes,
looking.
yes, yes.
They
Okay.
aren't gonna get anything.
Obviously,
Yeah, we
no
get that,
shit.
but no, like
Yeah,
outside of
everybody
these,
gets that.
outside of these, like edge cases of the
Outlier spurgy chads, which
outside of
are
outside
very
of
rare
these,
anyway. Obviously, removing them from the equation.
Let's speak about the
Obviously,
average guy.
they're not going to get. Yeah, exactly.
So okay then. So how do you explain these pickup artists that are clearly not that attractive, but they still
what
do?
the guys who pay
exceptions
women
do not invalidate the rule, bro. Like,
so if I
artists...
guess if I had a 9-to-5 job of approaching women, you could probably get me on video speaking to a woman who was reacting nicely and gave me her number and whatever. But what does that mean? It's not a long-term relationship, is it?
We're not seeing that these PUA guys are getting laid from these women. Like, there's footage of them approaching women at bars and clubs and women speaking to them in a nice way. Like, that doesn't mean that they're getting laid.
Yeah,
it just means that women are speaking to them.
Even if they do,
and
if they do get laid,
none of them are incel level looks. None of them are they're all like normie looks. So they will get some positive reception from women. Like, these women will entertain the guys, maybe speak to them a little bit, right? Let them have their fun with game, give them their number, and then flake on them, right? Because it's easier for women to women want to minimize the confrontation. So it's easier for women to go along with all this crap and give the number and then just either block them, give them a fake number, or reject them over text. So they do that a lot because it's easier for them. So that doesn't mean that these PUA guys are getting laid left and right at all.
Yeah.
Well,
right.
I
in
know
closing,
a guy.
you what?
He's I know a guy is 6'2".
Here we
he's
go.
built as fuck.
There you go. He's 6'2".
Here we go.
Yeah.
No, he's gonna say.
He's built. Yeah.
No, he's gonna say. I bet you he's gonna say he's 6'2" and he's incel. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah. No. He's not. He's not incel. He's 6'2", built as fuck. He's what you would consider good, but because he isn't. I don't know. He's kind of shy, kind of timid.
Okay. There you go. Like the shy guy. Like, of course, no one is denying that the shy guy who can't speak is gonna be like have negative interactions with women. No one's saying that you can walk up to women and dribble and get laid. No one is saying that. We're just saying if you're a normal average guy.
These shy chads may struggle, but it doesn't matter if you're an outgoing sub 5 out of 10 guy.
Yeah.
You're not going to get anywhere. Like, this shit's not going to help you. Like, it'll help Chad because if he's shy and then becomes extroverted, he will get laid. But it's not him becoming extroverted that's getting him laid. It's the fact that he's Chad that gets him laid.
All right.
So if you're sub 5 out of 10, it's not going to help you at all.
XX, in closing,
So-
do you want to leave us on something?
Yeah. Can we just get a moment of silence for George Floyd, please?
Okay, thanks for your call.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Did he scream at the end there?
He screamed. Okay. Let's finish this video.
He's like, oh yeah.
he-
I know a guy.
I know a guy.
Someone writes in the chat, Chad is not shy. He is mysterious. Exactly right.
Yeah.
Like, these qualities that people put on someone, it's based on their face, right? So if you're a sub 5 out of 10 guy, you're creepy and weird.
Yes. All right, let's finish this video. I'll go back about 10 seconds. Should I? Because it's been a while. Let's go back because it's been a while. All right, so
Oh my God, joy.
oh my god, oh my god, oh my god,
Ooh, look at
oh my
that
god,
face.
oh my god, oh my god, I like.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, I like go shopping and like I talk to Chad. He's so hot. Oh my god. Oh my
I have
god.
tattoos and I'm quirky.
Oh my God.
It's so embarrassing. It's so disappointing how easy it is to imitate women. Like you just have to like lower your IQ by 20 points and just sound like an idiot, and then you have them down to a T. All right, so here is this woman.
Not 100%.
Everybody in chat, watch the face.
I feel as if you want to.
Sorry to interrupt. A spontaneous kiss from someone that she doesn't know.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
No, I met him for a second with my dog. That's insane.
Are you alright?
The snort just gets me every time. It gets me every time.
Yeah, he's so hot.
He's so hot. Oh my god, he's so hot. Oh my god. Oh my god. All right.
Can you imagine if someone said that about you? That would.
Oh, this is so brutal.
That would make my life complete.
Yeah.
Having met just minutes earlier, Jillian McCowan says she's okay with the kiss.
Text me.
Blows him a kiss.
We asked Jack Ring, the man who initiated the kiss.
Text me. Sex me, baby, sex me. All right.
If he's aware of all the risks of kissing a person you don't know during a pandemic.
During the pandemic, you have to bear in mind, people watching this like months later or weeks later, this video was during like what, March, April 2020, during a worldwide pandemic, during like 50,000 people in the US, 50,000 people in the UK, like 100,000 people died in total in both countries so far. Like worldwide, maybe 400,000 people died, and this is like a global pandemic. And during it,
and what I find funny is these foids that do this, right? They all virtue signal on social media, social distancing, this and that. Don't go out and all this stuff, and then they hook up with Chad. And the thing is, they go to Chad's house during pandemic. They don't fucking care. They'll get dicked down. They'll get fucking destroyed by Chad, and then go on social media and say, "Make sure you're distancing."
Yeah, exactly.
Shut the fuck up.
But women can women have the power to what's the word I'm looking for? Suspend any kind of life. Suspend. Yeah, that's true. But suspend any kind of reality. So if
suspend disbelief. Yeah,
suspend disbelief. Thank you. So if it's evident that there is a disease going on, and everyone can die from it, women will think, well, I'm just gonna meet Chad quickly. It won't harm anyone. We're just gonna have sex quickly. It's just intimacy.
I need to satisfy my needs.
Exactly. I need my needs met. Like I'm not harming anyone. Maybe my mom is at high risk. Maybe I do need to pass a hospital on the way to Chad, but it's fine. No problem. And then she infects about 50 people.
Yeah.
Okay, let's continue with this video before we close out.
All the risk of kissing a person you don't know during a pandemic. You worry.
Sayo 1992 said Nick is the most based guest ever. So Nick, we'll have you back.
Thank you.
Possibly either of you having that, contracting it, passing it, anything?
Oh, not until you just said it right now, but yeah, I probably do right now. But I think the kiss was worth it.
Think the kiss right now.
Kiss was worth it.
Right now was worth it.
Right now, the kiss. Don't care about it. The kiss was right now. The kiss was worth it. So he said in his weird Scottish Canadian accent. Yeah, but yeah, there you go. There you go. That is like, what can I say? Don't believe what I say. If you disbelieve everything I say on this channel, at least believe the evidence I present. That's all I ask.
Or even if you don't believe the evidence, go out and test it yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything we say, it's based on observable reality. So it's not,
if you want
it's
to
not
prove us
hard to
wrong,
go
go for it.
outside and observe what we talk about on these streams. It's staring people in the face, and they don't want to believe it.
Exactly. Let me take some super chats before we end. Time goes really quickly on these streams. Let me take some live super chats. I'm going to refresh the screen. And I don't know if we have time for like a few last callers. I hope we do. Probably not.
Yeah.
We're way over time.
Check on a few.
Okay, all right.
You said 2 hours.
I said 2 hours. Let me just find good content. When's the target date for WAR 6? 2 weeks. I'm a doctor, 33 and 6 foot, but still get rejected. Yeah, that makes sense. Sorry, that was from Blue Cheese No Fleas. Hussein Mod said, first rule of Red Pill, never talk to women about Red Pill. Or never talk to women about any pill, like black pill, any pill.
Yeah.
Video China said, also don't forget to take off the 5% of Kevin's. I don't know. Username said, I haven't tuned in for a while. Proud you have been going for so long. Whenever you want a 5 out of 10, 6 to 7 out of 5 foot out of 10. Sorry, 5 foot 10, 6 out of 10. I would be interested in calling in. Keep up the good work. Shout out to the LMS fam. Hope you get an anomaly lay. Cool guy with fast car said, video better than last week. I'll drop 100 in your PayPal if you get WAR 6 out by June 20. That is an incentive.
There is some big incentive right
Big
there.
incentive. I want to get my face implants in before I go back into work. Okay. I'm guessing he goes back to work June, like me. Evil Rock 3 said, Face, be honest with us. Have you accepted the dog pill? We answered that. A few minutes ago. Hussein Mode said, guys, take it from me. I used to have depression after a failed engagement in my 20s. It was failure after failure. I became overweight at 150 kilograms. Now I'm down to 98. Women are trying to trap me. Get jacked ASAP. Focus on yourself. Yeah, we had that.
Yeah.
It's red pill. It's not garbage advice, but it doesn't solve. It's agnostic of how bad things are. Like, I get obviously look your best, but it's agnostic of how bad dating is for men today. Again, he said,
yeah, no, with the red pill, I always say that, I mean, there's nothing wrong with, trying to better yourself, like get a better job, go to the gym. Like, you should do those things because it will help you live a better life, right? Like, you'll have more money. Maybe you won't have to worry about bills and shit, but it's not going to help you get laid. That's the point. That's where they lose me, right? Like, you're not gonna go to the gym and suddenly get laid if you're 5'4", Indian and balding. It's just not gonna help you, right? I mean, it can help some people, like the mid-tier normies or the chads. It's gonna increase their number of lays if they get jacked, but they're already getting laid even if they're not jacked. But yeah, I think these red pillars, I don't know, they seem to lose sense with reality. They just think that if you tick off this checklist, then women will want to have sex with you, right?
Yeah.
Move out and this and that. but it's just not true. It just doesn't happen that way. The world doesn't work that way.
We saw a
They
video
don't
of a
care
guy
about
who
that.
lived with his parents, or he told women he lived with his parents. He was good looking, he was robust, Chad looking.
Yeah,
He still got laid.
Yeah.
Hold up.
At
Yeah, it
least
doesn't
we
matter.
are
Yeah,
not
exactly
alone
right.
in struggle. Other heterosexual species are going through similar problems. Some worse off when females overpower males like spiders, praying mantis, and hyenas.
Wow. Yeah,
Okay.
like we're moving into, you know how disadvantaged males are in the animal species. Like we're moving into that now. Like, you know, like a male spider gets eaten or some garbage, he gets eaten, or
Yeah,
a male
yeah.
like a male bird has to dance for a woman for like 2 hours to get like a date.
Right.
We're serious. We're getting into that. Like like we're laughing, but that's where we're headed. So let me just read some of these comments. Oh my gosh, I refreshed and like there were so many comments. Sorry, wow. I would be interested in calling in. That was username. Shout out to the LMS fam. Hope you get an anomaly lay. A cool guy with fast car said, video better than last week. I'll drop 100 in your PayPal. Oh, I think we got up to this. If you
We've
get
read that
WAR6,
one,
yeah,
yeah.
I read that, yeah.
We were up a bit.
Okay, Evil Rock.
Anomaly
3.
lay. I think that's where we finish.
Oh, right. I think, yeah, sorry. So, Hussein Mod said, here's the thing. Even if you are ugly in your environment, you are attractive in other environments. I think we addressed that. Like just
Yeah, I think we addressed that.
Yeah, we
that's
addressed
the
that.
JBW pill.
Yeah. Gamer D90 said, what height do women consider short for men? I'll let you guys respond.
I would say about, like, women
6 foot.
want 6 foot plus. Like, they
Yeah.
want 6 foot plus. Like, 6 foot to them would be average. But if you are below 6 foot, like you're 5'11" or 5'10", but you have like a Chad face, that can sort of make up for your
Yeah.
sort of slight lack in height. If
You know
that
what's
makes sense.
crazy?
But
You know
it
what's
gets
crazy?
to a point where, like, if you're 5'3" with a Chad face, it's not going to help you, right? There's a cutoff.
You know
So
what's
you
crazy?
need to have both pillars of attraction,
Yeah.
height and face. But it's sort of like a sliding scale. Like, you can have a little bit of one and a little bit less of the other, and it can help. You know, they can still find you attractive,
And
but you
also,
can't
if
have
you're
one
5'10"
without
or
the other
5'11",
either.
if you're 5'10" or 5'11", you just don't need to tell a girl about it. You can just say 6 foot because it's close enough, and they can't tell the difference. And if you just tell everybody that you're 6 foot, you'll be fine. You know, if you just have that.
Yeah, you can sort of cheat an inch or
everywhere, yeah.
two, because women won't know. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Good
if you're
point as
5'9"
well.
and below,
Crazy.
you're not going to cheat it.
You know
So-
what's crazy?
Yeah, it's not going to help you. Yeah, that's right. There's
you
a
know,
cutoff.
No, you can't help you, son.
Let me just, sorry, I'm interrupting. You know what's crazy? How in English speaking countries, the yardstick is 6 foot. Like the measurement to beat is 6 foot. But in European countries that I've seen, I think it's 190, 180 or something. I can't remember the measurement. But it seems so, like 6 foot seems understandable because it's going from 5 to 6. It seems like a sensible jump. But going from
a different class.
Yeah, you're going from a different class. But from 180, Benex says. But going from like 179 to 183, like going from 179 to 180, it doesn't even make sense. It's just like so arbitrary. It's so arbitrary. Like, oh, this guy's 179, he's too short. This guy's 180, he's tall. Like if you're in the 5'11" category, you're in the 5 foot category. I can understand that somewhat. It makes sense. And then when you get to 6 foot, you're like in a whole new class. But going from 179 to 180, that doesn't make sense. It's like women have picked a number arbitrarily, and they've just
It's
said if you're
easier
below
for them
that,
to understand as well. Like they see 5, like if you're 5'11" and a half, you're in the 5 foot category, right? Like women want
Right,
6
yeah.
foot plus, right? So if you're 5'11", you don't say you're 5'11", you just say you're 6 foot,
yeah.
right? You because women you don't portray that you're in the 5 foot category, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, obviously, if you are 5'10" even, but you have like a Chad face,
Yeah.
you can still kind of make up for that. But every inch you lose under 6 foot, it exponentially gets harder and harder, right?
Yeah.
It's not linear, right? Like it gets harder and harder. So I would say, I mean, women want 6 foot plus. Like 6 foot is dead average for them. That's like acceptable, but they would prefer more than 6 foot.
Let me take a call. Let's take Red Pill Rebellion. He's a decent guy. Let's take him real quick.
He's a good guy.
Closing out this show now, like, so we're gonna end somewhat.
3 hours later.
I'm trying to add him. It's not working. Like, this is. What's his? He's not added as a friend. That's ridiculous. I've spoken to him like a lot, and he's not added as a friend. That's insane. All right, so I've added him. All right, let me just I'm not going to take Renell because I'm not in the mood for that kind of garbage right now. Let me take Enterprise Toast. Let's take this guy. So Enterprise Toast. Alrighty. Enter. I need to go to P, so that's going to mess things up. Should I just pee like into my mouth? Should I just like lean back?
Like a chimpanzee.
Lean back, yeah, lean back and just like stream it, angle it into my mouth.
Style. Just
angle it into my mouth. Here comes Enterprise Toast. Phil added me on Discord. You have to be real quick. That's not happening. Enterprise Toast, that's a no. Let me add. All right, let me just see. Before we close out this stream, maybe we should just end now on a good note. I don't know.
Yeah.
Should we just end like nice? Should we just end on a good person?
we've had a good run.
All right,
it was a good time.
Should we just end it now?
It's been a good stream.
Okay, should we just end it now? All right.
Thank you all for coming. And
all right. Let me just.
Unless you want to take the risk with one final caller.
No. Let's just end it now. Like maybe that's a cue. So I'm just gonna. I'm gonna read out the last super chats. So what was it? I think it was Hussein Mode. Don't know if I'm reading the same chats again. Okay, Hussein Mode said, sorry to say this rule of thumb. Western punani are vile. You should see BS they do. You should see the BS they do in Dubai. Yeah. We know about the toilets.
Punani.
Yep. Hussein Mode said it's 3 a.m. It's 3 a.m. here. Gotta hit the sack. Have a good evening, guys. Good night. Strangeosity said, read the book The Black Pill Theory, Why Incels Are Right and You Are Wrong by Dr. Castle. It actually mentions FACEandLMS in particular in his book. Wow. What? I'm famous. I am famous. Excellent book.
Status maxing.
Yeah, exactly. I still won't get laid. DJ Fox... DJ Fox 96 says, are you really that ugly, FACEandLMS? Yes, very. Abrupt Sug says, thanks FACEandLMS for your videos. I'm working on ascending now. You're now using your videos as guidance down to 50 pounds. Okay, you must be like 5'6" at that weight. Based Leader says, please have Pook back sometime. So Pook, there you go. It was not just Nick who was valued, it's you as well. So maybe next week.
Oh, thank you. I'm honored.
Yeah, exactly. Just at the last minute, you were valued.
I got some validation. Praise.
Exactly, yeah. Validation. Like, validation is great. But it's from men.
It's over.
It's over. All right, guys. Thank you for your attention. 900 and whatever. 900 and let me have a look. Oh, 900
Take a bit of a
and
dip.
874 of you stuck with us. So thank you for your continued, I don't know, desperation. And we'll see you again next time. So from Nick and Pook, it's goodbye from us. And my final words to you is she's not rejecting you. Oh, what is it? She's not Oh, yeah, sorry. She's not playing hard to get. You're just hard to want. Good night. Thank you.
Exactly.